I walk to the ring so confident I'm going to win. I physically can't see how I'm going to lose. When I get onto them steps, I have this flash of doubt and I'm like, what are you doing? And when I see that person facing me, it's gone again. I just think, how can you beat me? It's a crime to go from winning player of the season, players player and managers player and not making a career out of the game. That's criminal, lad. And that is the regret I live with every day, lad.
Hello and welcome to Shake the Mic. Today I'm absolutely blessed to be joined in the studio by the multi-talented Majestic Junior Thompson. Junior is an entertainer, an athlete and an artist and seems to be really great at anything he turns his hand to. Welcome on, brother.
Nice.
Thank you so much for coming in. Don't let other people judge your limits by their capabilities.
Yeah.
Status that I've seen you put up on your socials and it proper intrigued me because it's so true and your limits are definitely beyond most people's capabilities, aren't they?
Well, do you know what's funny? I thought that myself. I'm just gonna might say that I got that when I thought of that when I was about 22 or 23, and everyone who knows me knows like I like to keep myself active. Do you know what I mean? And I got sick of people telling me just stick to one thing, lad. Just do one thing, just stick to that, and just see it through. And I just remember thinking, why can't I just do everything? Why can't I, do everything I want to do? Like, I'm only here, one time. I'm doing everything I want to do. And I just got fed up, lad, of just people telling me, stick to one thing. And that's literally where it comes from.
It's amazing because it struck a chord with me when I read it because everyone's guilty of doing it.
Yeah.
You look at someone and think, nah, that's not really possible. Why? Because you might think it is for you, but it doesn't mean what's not possible for me is not possible for you.
Yeah, but everyone's the same. I'm sure there's things you do I can't do, and vice versa. And I believe everyone's the same. It'd be easy for me to say, don't do that, stick to that. Why? Because I can't do it.
Yeah, it's horses for courses, isn't it?
Of course, lad, and that goes for every single person out there. Everyone, don't let no one else tell you what you can and can't do, man. Just go and do it.
One thing that really stands out for me with you is not your crazy talent with everything you turn your hand to, which is undeniable. But it's the fact that you like to take chances, you like to take risks, and try other things. You're willing to try things, and that takes balls, and I admire you for that, lad. No,
I appreciate it. But the thing is, again, it's just touching on what I just said before. If you don't take risks and just sit comfortably, what's the point? Well, that is life for me.
How do you feel about other people's opinions?
Couldn't give a flying toss.
Fuck,
really, I really couldn't. Couldn't give a flying fuck, lad. I'm going to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and when it suits me. And if it doesn't suit me, I'm not doing it. It's just that simple. It's my life.
I just feel like nowadays so many people are more concerned with other people's opinions than they are the voice. And it holds them back.
But it holds them back. People listening to what other people are telling them holds them back. And it's the greatest tragedy that so many people are capable of doing things that they don't do because someone else told them not to do it, lad. What do you mean?
I'd rather fail and fail miserably.
Same.
Than never have tried at all.
Same.
Because the tragedy lies in not knowing.
But bro, look at anyone who's successful, and ask anyone successful, how many times have you failed doing that? You probably failed more times than you succeeded. Yeah,
people just say, do you know what the killer one is, lad? He was an overnight success.
Oh.
Nobody's an overnight success.
It doesn't
He
exist.
might have landed overnight where people noticed him overnight. He might have got loads of attention overnight and blew up overnight, but the success weren't overnight, man.
Not at all. I've been grafting for years, and they're an overnight success to you. There's people, that know them, that know they've been doing it for years. They've been at it for years. There's not an overnight about it. You've just found out about this person. It's not overnight.
It's insane, isn't it? The work that goes into something, and it's about having belief in yourself and being able to separate yourself from the distractions around you and from what other people's opinions are, and that's really difficult. But there's a fear, and fear works in different ways. Like, fear to compete's one thing, but fear of what other people think of you is something completely different. I seen Teddy Atlas said something dead interesting. He was saying like fear slows time down, and it can seem like 30 seconds can seem like forever.
Yeah.
Especially if you're scared to do something or if you're worried about what someone thinks of you or anything. But the worst thing than fear is regret. And regret's a lifetime sentence. People think fear's going to last forever with time, but it doesn't. It's regret what lasts forever. If you didn't take the opportunity or you didn't do it, you've got to live with it.
Exactly, and 9 times out of 10, regret, you can never get it back, lad. Fear to me is not even real. It's a mindset. You know, you choose to be scared of something, but regretting will never come back. You'll never ever get it back. And that's what I was saying before. You know, I genuinely don't understand why people fear do what you want to do, man. Do you know what I mean? We were talking about before doing different things, as you just said before, and to me I just don't see why not. Do you know what I mean? The thought of listening to what other people have got to say, like, that fear has been put into you by someone else.
Yeah.
But they're not living your life, so I don't understand it. I just don't.
We create our own limitations, don't we?
Do you know what's mad, lad? I think other people create our limitations. Look at any kid. When you say, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" No one says a taxi driver. No one says that, lad. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got big aspirations, and then as you get older, you get knocked by other people, and by the time you get there, you're like, "Oh, fuck that, I'll just get on the taxis, lad, easy though." Isn't it? Just get on the taxis, lad, that's not into, you know, anyone who's on the taxis. I know what you're saying. We've all done it. Yeah. Let's get on them parcels, lad. Yeah. Done that. Let's get on them parcels, lad.
Yeah. We all do it, yeah, I know what you mean, but it's because of the exterior, not the interior. Yeah. It's what's being pushed down for so long.
Watch this then. If from a kid, everyone around you said, "You're going to do it, you know, you're going to get there," you'd wholeheartedly believe you're going to get there, and you would, because you believe you're going to get there. Whatever you think about most will happen. That's what I always
try
stick
and
by.
Fill my kids with it, you know, lad. Do you know,
of course, you have to.
Like, if they do something and they're terrible at it, I'll tell them, "You're great at that, you're amazing." And I just keep telling them, hoping that they'll believe it. And once they believe it, they'll become great at it.
Of course, lad. Imagine how much better the world would be if everyone was like that, though, lad. Because I am like that. If someone tells me, "Oh, I'm looking at that," I'm like, "Yeah, man, do it, lad." I've never told anyone, "Don't do it, lad." There's no point. There is a point. Do you know what I mean? So if imagine everyone had that mindset, how much better off everyone would be, lad. Do you know what I mean? But it's just easy to go, "Oh, don't do that. Leave that, lad. You don't need to. Just take the easy route."
Everybody's looking, well, naturally, we're all looking for the least path of resistance, aren't we? Yeah. Every day's a challenge when we get up, and no matter who you are or what life you lead, there's things you don't want to do. For you, it might be you don't want to go running. For the fella down the road, he might be, "I can't be arsed taking the kids to school." Yeah. But either way, everyone's got the stuff they don't want to do. We all want to take that path of least resistance. But when you do what's right, you feel so much better for it, don't you?
I can only go off my personal experiences. I don't like running, lad. I hate it. But every time I do it and I come back and I sit down on the couch, I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm glad I did that now." But an hour ago, it seemed like the worst thing in the world. Like I couldn't think past that. I'm thinking, "Fucking hell, I gotta go that running track in a minute, dreading it." Or gotta do fucking 8 miles in a minute.
When I've got to run, I just try and do it straight away, because I know I can talk myself out of it. If I give myself long enough, we can find an excuse.
Oh yeah, there'll be an excuse knocking somewhere. Like, there'll be a reason. I just physically can't do this run today.
Yeah. You've got to try and justify it, brother.
Yeah. And we've all done it. We've all done it. But you know what's mad? As I just said before, you know, if you miss that run, I do it. I'll get in bed and go, "Why didn't I just do that run? Should have just ran."
Well, Tom Simo was saying to me about, I had him on recently, he's a geezer, shout out Simo, and he was telling me about the success cycle with Tony Robbins, and basically it's a compound of habits, good habits. They just keep creating more and more and more good habits, and eventually we end up in a great routine. But it can work in reverse, the success cycle in reverse, and it's like the second, if you said, "I'll set my alarm for 7, but you fucked that off and got up at 8, then you said you'd run, but you didn't run. It starts to compound, and subconsciously, even though you don't realise it, this is starting to make you feel negative, lad, and make you feel bad. Yeah. And then one day rolls into 2, and 2 rolls into 2 weeks, and soon enough you're fucked.
You're out the routine completely.
It's the same going the other way.
I always try to start the morning properly, me.
Yeah.
I think if I start the morning properly, the rest of my day will go right.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
I know it sounds corny, like win your morning, win your day, and
but it's true, lad.
True, lad.
There's
never been a truer word. If you start the day in the right way, I mean, you can't have a shit morning and pull it back and still have a good day.
It's hard.
It is, yeah. And why make things hard when you don't have to?
It is hard, and like for me again, I like me sleep.
Yeah.
So I have to sacrifice, lad. I'll just go to sleep at like 9:30 because I know. My alarm start is 6:20 in the morning, then 25 past, then past, and I know if I reach number 4, lad, 7:25, I'm late.
Yeah.
So I just go to sleep earlier, lad. You just have to. There has to be a sacrifice. Do you know what I mean? And it took me a while to learn that or teach myself that sort of. Like I'd go to bed at like 12:15 and think I'm getting up at 6:20, and it weren't happening, lad.
Yeah.
Getting up like, oh my God, I'm all over the place. Start getting in bed earlier, like.
Now you're in routine, no, it's easier, isn't it?
It just, as you just said before, falls into place, all of it. Just off making one adjustment.
I want to get to know you a little bit more. Let's get to know you. You're a very gifted person who seems to be naturally talented at loads of things. But is that the case? Or do you just find something you like and work incredibly fucking hard at it?
Yeah, like, I get that a lot. Like,
loads of people who've spoken about you to me have said, oh, when you see it, they say, oh, he's crazy talented at everything he does, you know. Like, it's just like, me mate who went me on to, you said, like, anything he touches, lad, he turns to gold. Do you know what I mean?
I wish, lad.
He's fucking, he's just like proper talented, and I'm looking at you from afar going, wow, look at all these things he's done, all these achievements and all these successful things. But I just know, in general in life, you want something, you've got to work hard for it, and I know that, brother. 100%.
And I do get that a lot. A lot of people say, Dan, going off what you started before about, you know, stick to one thing. It's I'm not really talented at anything. Honestly, I will work harder than anyone. I will outwork you. That's one thing I can wholeheartedly, hand on my heart, say I will outwork you. Doesn't matter what we do. Like, you know, the music. I've never had a music lesson in my life. Pressing DJ on a keyboard in school, that was about it. DJ. But I've never had a music lesson. That's just something I just worked on. I was on YouTube for hours and hours. Keyboard. Never had a keyboard lesson in my life. I was just on YouTube. I'd write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, all the way up the keyboard, and then I got used to it, wiped it off and thought, right, let me try and do it without the keyboard, without the letters on the keyboard. And it was just a case of repetition, doing it.
Would you say you were natural at anything? Like an element of naturalness when you first start something, you go, you know what, I'm actually half alright at that, and then you've nurtured it. Or would you say you're the same as everybody else, lad?
It's the exact same as everyone else, lad. I'm like, I wish ask anyone what I was like at footy when I was 10. I was rubbish. I'm still rubbish. I can just run. Music, I was never in school. Ask your boy about me. I'm not a musical person in school. I could sing. Maybe that's what we'll talk.
Was that natural? Singing?
Yeah, I've never had a singing lesson in my life. I can just sing, but that's not enough, lad. It's the same as anything. In you know, there's millions of billions of people in the world who can just sing. Do you know what I mean? I had to put the rest together myself.
Yeah, and singing and entertaining is two completely different things, isn't it? You can have someone who's got a belter voice, but they just haven't got that. They just can't put it together. I always say that as well. Like, I can remember my first ever show was in the O2 Academy, which, if I'm being honest, was probably too big. Yeah. Too big for where I was up to. I'd never sang, lad. It was just a party trick. Like, oh, you know, sing for the boys, lad. Yeah. So, I remember one of my friends, he said to me, like, oh, I want to get you on a track, this, that, the other. And I'm like, well, you know, we'll get into it in a minute, but like, I'm just a very like, yeah, let's get into it. Got on this track. He was like, sing this chorus, sang the chorus. 2 days later, lad, he was like, I'm performing at the O2 Academy, and I'm going to do that song. So I didn't even put it together. I'm just like, yeah, man, sound, do it. He's like, no, but I want you to sing, lad. I've gone, no.
no. She's like, nah, it'd be sweet, lad, just follow my lead. So like, so 2 days later we go down there and walked in. Bro, the whole room was packed. I went, lad, I can't do it. He was like, what do you mean? He's like, we're here now. So I'm like, I cannot go out there and sing. So lad, he goes, nah, you be sound, lad. Pass me at what do you call it, Smirnoff.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the corner with this Smirnoff and a limo, guzzling it like this, thinking, wow, I can't believe I'm about to sing in front of all these people. So he's you know, doing his thing, performing and all that, and the crowd are screaming, and I'm thinking,
what's he like, lad? Is he experienced junior? Is my man, this is thing?
He's been doing it for years, lad.
Yeah, so he's out there.
Yeah, I remember when I was playing football, like when I lived in Bury, I used to watch his, you know, he used to perform with Dappy and that at festivals,
So he knew his way around.
Lad, I'm watching him just performing, and I'm thinking, what am I doing here? So I've gone, he's, yeah, you know, welcome my friend Junior onto stage, blah, blah, this crowd screaming, and I swear to God, lad, I've had so many fights, I've played in front of I don't know how many thousand people, my legs, lad, shaking, and I'm walking to the stage and I'm thinking, I don't know what to do here. And I just remember seeing a stool from someone who's performed before us, and I just went right over to the stool, grabbed this stool, sat it on the stool, and I just sat there, lad, and I didn't move a muscle until my you know, my part to sing came in. And I remember it getting closer and closer and closer, thinking, fucking hell, what am I doing? Please come out. I'm talking to my voice, please come out, please come out, please come out. And I started singing, lad, and everyone was like, ah, lad, and I was like, whoa, what the like, people are actually like cheering while I'm singing here, what I've been doing in the bedroom for years.
That's the fear and regret we were talking about before. Of course,
lad. Bro, half an hour before it, I'm down in vodka limo, like tomorrow's not gonna come. I'm thinking, what, I could get off here like right now.
Fear becomes big, don't it?
Yeah.
It's big, it's insurmountable, lad.
Yeah,
it just comes over you know what I mean?
But then, yeah, exactly that, it does, but it's, my dad used to always say, the hero and the coward story. You know,
both the same.
Both feel the same, lad. But how you react in that moment will separate you from the hero and the coward. Do you know what I mean?
And you're the hero, lad.
Well, I try to be sometimes, lad. But like after that, I was just had a bug for it, lad.
Was that the moment?
That was it.
Let's go back in time a little bit more.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Me, I'm from the sunny, exotic Lodge Lane, lad. Yeah, man, I'm from Lodge Lane.
The ends, brother.
Yeah, the ends, lad. I'm not posh at all. Lodge Lane and Smithdown, right there.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up, all around that area.
Yeah.
But yeah, just literally born and raised around there, lad.
Do you know what though, lad, down to there, and some of the best people fucking in the world are from
all
there.
All the best people are from there, lad.
I know exactly what parts we're talking about. Where were you born? Mill Road?
Oxford Street.
Oxford Street?
Yeah, town. Proper Scouser, lad.
Yeah, through and through, lad.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 32 now.
So you were born in what, 1990, 1991?
February 91.
Yeah.
Long time it seems now.
But
well, as I said before, lad.
Yesterday at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
What was your background like? What was your parents like? What was your childhood like? Would you like to share that with us?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. My childhood was, that's just like any other kid. Yeah, just went to school, went home, and then obviously I was always involved in some sort of activities. I always did martial arts. My dad was really strict.
What was your relationship with your dad like?
He's like my brother.
From an early age?
Always has been, still is.
With your dad, do you think it was your dad who sort of like maybe not drove you towards it but inspired you to go towards martial arts?
No, it was my dad. Yeah. I wouldn't have got into martial arts if it wasn't for him.
Because martial arts was your love long before. That was your first love with combat sports, was taekwondo, weren't it?
Yeah, love
at
hate.
At a very early age.
Love hate.
Yeah.
Love hate, lad. Yeah, as I say, I started off up to about 10. I was I was just a normal kid, lad. I'd play footy in the street and then go home. And when I was about 12.
Did you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got 2 sisters and a brother. And they'll say the same. We all got put into martial arts. Love, hate, love, hate it. But when I was 12, obviously, that's when it got more serious. And like, I didn't play out, lad, at all. I wasn't allowed out. I was in the gym. And at the time, I hated it, lad. I couldn't, because my mates were like, I'd go into school, I was like, oh lad, we were on the park all weekend, it was boss. I used to think, I'd love to just stand on the park and do nothing. And now I look back and it was the right thing. Do you know what I mean?
Like, look, I was that kid who hung around in the park, yeah. But like, my mum and dad, my dad was a bit strict, and like, we used to do karate, me and my sister,
nice,
and that was the same thing for us. Like, it was a routine, and you know, and we loved it. But at the same time, I hit that age where it was like my mates are doing shit, and I'm not asked about these gradings or whatever anymore. I want to be out.
Belt.
Yeah,
ain't red belt. I
want to be a black belt in the park.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But now that I'm older,
yeah.
And obviously I've got kids of my own.
Yeah.
To be honest, my lad now, he's turned 10, and where we live at the moment and that, I'm not letting him play out in the night time just because I know where it's going, lad, and what's going on. So I'm trying to like show him and educate him how to choose his friends wisely, and trying to you know, find him interest and discipline which he can follow. Yeah, well, because I know it's going to serve him later on.
It does, lad, and I'm sure you're the same as me. Martial arts for me, I honestly believe it did save me, because like in school I like to mess about, lad. I enjoyed pissing about.
Were you one of the lads?
I like to think I was. Like, the lads might disagree that, but I like to think I was. I had this thing, lad, in school, right, where it's gonna sound fucking mad saying it out loud, lad, but I used to sit in the class thinking, what can I do here? Yeah. I'm not joking, lad. I'm not joking. I remember walking through the classroom, and you've been to Broad Green?
Yeah.
In the middle of, like, halfway through our school, lad, there was like this, they just stopped us going in the main building. It was like this fucking porter cabin thing. And when I was a kid, I was obsessed with like hitting stuff, lad. So I was walking in one time, and I remember walking, you know, the square roof tiles?
Yeah.
Lad, I don't know why, I just remember walking, just jumped up and twatted it, lad. Just bang. And it just burst all over me, lad. I had white chalk all over me jumper, lad. And I'm like, what am I going to do here? I walked into RD, and my teacher was just like, why are you covered in that? And I was like, don't know. So she walked outside, and there was just chalk all the way down where I've just pinged this thing. I just like messing about, lad. But when I got back home, lad,
I was about to say, when you're getting home to your half fella for that type of behaviour, you mum, what's happening? You getting whacked?
It weren't good, lad. It weren't good, let me tell you. But that was the change.
Look, that's what it was like for me, though. Yeah. Do you know, if I done something, that'd be like the difference between me and some of my mates. I was a little bastard when I was in school, but some of them were from backgrounds where there'd be no repercussions, where for me, lad, if I was naughty, when I went home, I was getting it.
Yeah, totally.
I'd say to me mum, don't tell me that, and that, you know what I mean? Because I knew.
I was the same as you.
And I'd get an iron, lad, if he found out, know what I mean?
I was the exact same, and that's what I was saying there about martial arts, where it did save me, but
at the time you hated it in another way.
Lad, when I say hated it, I'm talking, I didn't even want to be there. Like, I mentally was not there, switched off, just going through the motions, do you know what I mean? But that, you know, that
pathway,
that focus is what, when I've still got the same mindset now, like, I can do anything I want to do.
When you said it got more serious at the age of 12, what type of level were you, junior, what at this age now?
Yeah, I was
was you elite?
And that, yeah. I was good, like, I was alright in my day. But like, as I say, that's not down to me. That was just down to me dad having me in the gym.
Did you know you were elite?
I knew I had.
Did you know you were good?
I knew, you know, I knew I had a bit, lad. Do you know what I mean? I knew what I could do and what I couldn't do. I knew most sparrers, most fights, I was gonna win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember we went to Germany in 2004. And
you'd have been 13, 14 at the time.
I was 13, and the kids category was 9 to 13. And I remember my dad put me in the 14 to 17, and I just remember thinking, I hate him. I swear to God, I remember thinking that. I was like, I hate him. Why's he putting me in that? And I don't know if karate was the same That's weird, lad. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it was age groups.
Yeah, I remember looking at him thinking, you just want me to get done in.
Yeah, but he just wanted you to grow.
Well, he wanted me to do well. So we've gone the tournament, weighed in, what did I weigh? I think 52 or 53 kilos. Next day, got to the fight and I saw the tournament. There was 5 or 6 fights to the winner. And lad, to be honest, I won it. I won it, lad, and it was comfortable, to be honest. There was one fight against Greece that was hard.
Yeah, but apart from that.
But just because he was just dead tall. But besides that, I won it quite comfortably, lad. And I remember thinking after it, looking at my dad like, yeah, he was right.
Yeah, he was right, yeah.
But at the time, lad, I thought I knew better, lad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't know nothing.
But that's all part of learning and all part of growth, and that's led you to where you are now, innit?
Yeah, totally. That striving.
This was something I was going to speak to you about a little bit later on, but and we will touch on it a little bit later on. But I think that's partly moulded your mindset. That's the foundations and the basis for a very strong mindset.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just saying there. When I turned 12, when it got serious, I was always fighting. I was in Holland, Germany, and until I turned 14, I was always in the junior category, always, and I wasn't even old enough, and I haven't lost a fight since 2001. I just always seem to win. I always seem to find a way to win, lad.
My man.
Don't know how. I don't know how it happens.
At the time, when you were like teenager, stuff like that, because you knew you were good at that, did it ever overspill, like, into school, into other things where, like, you knew you could fight?
Lad, I never had one fight in school.
Was you disciplined?
Never had one fight in school.
Didn't have to fight?
No. Yeah, I got offered out a few times, but I was just like, oh, sound, lad.
Yeah, you just didn't entertain you.
Yeah, like, you know, obviously, just boys in school, people say, oh, this, that, the other, but little scraps, but not a fight, you know, like the fight used to be like, I see it on the green. Yeah, there wasn't. I was not.
None of that.
I wasn't interested, lad.
Yeah, you just done your thing.
Yeah.
Was you academic? Could you write? Could you read? Was you good in that sense?
I'm alright, but
you weren't outstanding.
Nah.
But good enough to
Sounds
get
weird, lad. I was very good at French, though.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, lad.
Bonjour.
Lad, very good at French, but everything else.
I could have done with you last week, lad, when I was away, because I was just like scratching my head, lad.
No, lad, I forgot it all now.
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, nah. Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Je m'appelle, that's about it. No, yeah. But at the time, I don't know why I was alright, but I wouldn't say I was really academic. Like, I'm a more creative, physical kind of person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I was never.
You're extremely creative.
I was never the top kid with the pen and the pad.
You're an explorer, because at heart you must be, because you've discovered all these talents, and usually people are good at one thing and they stick to it. As human beings, we like feedback, and when that feedback's positive, usually turns into enjoyment and then turns into repetition, because we're getting good feedback from that, and we just continue to stick to that, and that can be distractions for exploring other avenues, because people go, I'm fucking good at this, I'm sticking to this, and it's just like they've got the blinkers on, it's one track mind, and they don't sort of like look at anything else. But for you, that's just not the case, is it? You seem to get good at something and look at something else and think, I could also be good at that as well.
Well, again, I that is true, but at the same time, it's not true, because I'm not joking. I've stumbled across everything, honestly. Maybe I've put myself in the right position, the right place at the right time.
Definitely.
Maybe looking if I'm looking at it properly, but like, you know, martial arts is the only thing I ever really did. Music, I never did music. Football, played footy on a Saturday, but like.
Hello guys, I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I really hope you've enjoyed the episode so far. If you haven't already, could you please hit the like and subscribe, as it massively helps our channel to grow. Again, thank you very much, and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the episode. To what age did you continue with the martial arts, the taekwondo?
I sort of stopped when I was 15.
Did you win anything significant with it junior while you were doing it?
Well, it was only junior, wasn't it? It wasn't senior, but like I won in what you call it, you know, the European tournaments. I won all of them stuff, but again, it's junior stuff, lad. It's not,
but still, as a kid,
still got to win it.
You stood out.
Yeah, still got to win it. I think there was about 4 or 5 tournaments across Europe that I won. But then again, just as it got to like the crucial part, you know, when I'd be going, I think I was turning 15, 16, would be looking at going to the Olympics, 2008 Olympics. There was no dough in it, lad, and I just remember thinking, at the time I was playing for Liverpool schoolboys when I was 15 at the same time, and it was just, then I got asked to go and play for Oldham. Well, it was a trial, and I done well, signed for Oldham, and I was just thinking, you know, as good as, you know, I was enjoying taekwondo and I was having success and I was winning. I want to be a footy player, don't I? What lad from Liverpool doesn't want to be a footy player?
Let's run this back a little bit there, because that just all come out quick.
I get
it's like, it's like, no, it's cool. It's because you've got that much going on, lad.
It's just
the football. Yeah. You said you had to kick around in the street, but you lived in the gym.
Yeah.
With the football, was you playing at school? Was you playing over weekend? What was you doing? How did the Oldham style come about? How did Liverpool schoolboys come about? What was happening there?
So, I didn't start playing football till I was 11. Under 11s, so 10. 10. That was my first season. Before that, I had no interest in football, lad.
My lad's like that. My eldest lad now has just started playing, and like, he's behind. He's got to catch up a little bit. Me middle lad, he's 6, he's playing now, but my eldest lad, he'd never just never took an interest in it, and I never wanted to push him into it because he just weren't interested in it. I didn't want him to resent me.
How old is he now?
He's 10 now.
Yeah, that's when I started playing footy, 10. And I was miles behind, lad. Like, there was lads in my school, bro, I'm not going to mention names, but there was lads in my school who've gone on to play professional football and stuff like that, and even back then they were miles ahead, lad. Miles ahead, and I was just trying to get hold of the ball at my foot. I was just a good athlete, lad. I could run, jump, tackle, head. Do you know what I mean? Because I did start late. I started football very late, considering when other kids.
Would you say naturally that would be one thing you could pick out? Athleticism. You were good athletically. You were good. You could run. Just naturally, you were that kid who could run, jump.
Yeah, that is my thing. That's my biggest strength. I'm a better athlete than most people, and that's not to put other people down.
No, but just that's where you excelled.
Yeah, I'm a better athlete. I can run faster, jump higher. That's my thing. Move.
You move well.
Comes from martial arts though, so I don't know if it is natural because I started martial arts when I was 3. Do you know what I mean, lad? So
you've always been on the move.
That's why I say, lad. People say to me, "Oh, you're just picking up stuff naturally." I'm not.
Transfer the skills.
Yeah, it's just motor skills, lad. I can move. I'm very coordinated. Do you know, stuff like that. And that was what I took into football. When I first started, I was never technically good, lad. Probably still not, as most of lad. I can just run, tackle, head, and you know, physically I'm quite strong. So that was always me.
What position did you play?
Centre half now, lad. Finished. Can't keep up with these 21-year-olds, bro.
At the time,
I've played everywhere, lad.
Have you?
Yeah, I mean everywhere. When I was at Oldham, I was playing left back. Then I left Oldham and signed for Bury.
We'll come to that.
Yeah.
How did we get to Liverpool schoolboys?
We got to Liverpool schoolboys from playing for the school.
So at 10 you started, you couldn't really kick a ball.
Yeah, lad, you know what's funny now? I'm thinking back, lad, it's a whirlwind, you know. Like, I've never actually reflected back on my life. I'm just chugging forward. So I was 10. Just started playing football, just started playing for the school team. I played for a team called The Action. Don't know if you know The Action. No. We played on Botanic Road. So it was like, we played against like Ash Celtic and stuff like that. And that's got now with it. And from that aside, it was Tiber at the time. It's Kingsley now, Kingsley United. But it was Tiber at the time when I was playing. And lad, like, I think I'd only been playing for like 1 season, maybe 2 seasons, and I was playing for the school team. The school team, like, we had good players, lad. Like, it was not down to me, but like, we played on Anfield in the Frodsham Cup.
Sure.
And lad, it was 7 aside, under 10s, 7 aside on the full pitch. Worked that out, lad. I don't know how, but we won that.
What was that like, playing at Anfield?
I didn't realise how good it was until I look back now. Well, you know, when I was like, as a YTS and stuff like that, thinking about playing on grounds, and like,
you look back at that and was like, wow.
That's when it hit me. I was like, wow, I've played in Anfield.
the moment, yeah.
And not even like, you know, the kids who play for like Liverpool Academy, they play on Anfield as like a, you know, what's the word? Like at the end of the season, like well done.
Yeah.
Like we were a school team. We were just
normal kids.
Dovedale School playing on Anfield.
It's mad, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? And we got our trophy off Chris Kirkland gave us our trophy, and at the time he was playing for and he was about 20 foot looking. I was just like, nice one, like that. I've still got the picture on ours, lad. But yeah, so
you'll have to send it to me. We'll pull it up.
I'll show you that, lad. I've got them Adidas Predators with the Velcro and the metal blades, lad.
The boys,
best
the
boots ever made.
Soles and that in them.
Best boots ever made, lad.
Proper.
Yeah. So yeah, we won that, and then football was never me first thing. It was always just play. Like I'd train through the week for an hour and then play on a Saturday or a Sunday. I can't remember which one it was. But my bread and butter was always martial arts through the week. And then I think I was about must have been under 15s, lad. Under 15s, we went for the trial for Liverpool Schoolboys. Then obviously that was it. Then we played in the English Trophy and stuff like that. We won the English Trophy actually. I think we were the first team for a while. But again, not down to me, lad. We had good players in our side, lad. Do you know what I mean?
But you were a part of it, weren't you?
Yeah, I was a part of it, lad. But football didn't really click. Like I could just move. Do you know what I mean? Football, the ability thing didn't really click until I was about 15, 16. So as I was saying there, from the schoolboys, I remember playing one game and a scout from Oldham come over to me dad, and he was like, I want him to come up on trial at Oldham, blah blah. Went up there, signed, played about a season. And
what was that like? Do you know when you had that trial at Oldham and you were coming home and you knew you were signing there? What was that like?
I can't even explain, like, because I just remember thinking, it's gonna sound mad, like, I can really do that. It's gonna sound. I don't have to do taekwondo ever again. That's how much I hated it, because I was stuck to it, lad. Yeah. And obviously I was playing football, and when I first went up, I just remember like it was mad how fast it was. Like the game was just moving so fast, but I got used to it quick. And then from there I signed for Bury, and when I was going up to Bury, I was sort of coming away from taekwondo then, because it was
too much.
They wanted me to train more.
Yeah, it was becoming too intense. You were having to up the game in both areas, and it was overwhelming.
Yeah. They wanted me to train more, and I just couldn't do it. And my dad was like, "Sam, would you just go to football?" And so I went to football, and again touching on positions, like when I signed for Bury, I actually signed a YTS in centre midfield, and then when I've gone to under 17s, we're playing. Then I was playing left midfield and left back.
Yeah.
So I was never.
You were never stuck in one position.
Never ever really, lad. No.
You're left-footed though, aren't you?
Left-footed.
Because I've seen you score an absolute peeler on one of your socials, free kick, left foot.
Struck that well, didn't I?
It was a belt, lad. It was a banger.
Struck that
like, well. Okay.
That's one of them. As soon as it leaves your foot,
my
lad.
man's got feet.
Yeah, but not foot, not feet, lad. Not this right. That's just planted into the ground, lad. The left. Yeah, lad. As I say, I just went on from there, lad. I was playing, and I was getting call up for the first team, and getting like 2 minutes at the end.
2 minutes is 2 minutes, lad.
Still, I can still say I've played first team football in the league, lad, and that'll do me, lad.
What was that like?
It was mad, because again, football was never my first thing, lad. So at first,
did you love it?
I loved it, lad. I loved it. And do you know what my biggest regret in footy is, lad? Again, I wish I could have done it earlier, but they used to do this thing in the youth team, right, lad? And if you did anything extra, they'd go, you're busy, you. Why are you doing that? Stop it, lad. Just get a shower and let's go home. And lad, I just wish I didn't listen, because I got caught up in that, because I was the last person to sign. And all these were all mates already, and I'm from Liverpool.
Yeah.
These are all from Manchester.
Yeah, Manny mate,
yeah. Manchester.
016 on
lad. But yeah, exactly that. But I really felt like it took me a while to break into their sort of circle.
Yeah.
So the idea of working, overworking, and because that's what I've always done, lad.
Yeah, be the hardest worker in the room.
I always was, and all of a sudden, these are saying, you're busy, you mate. Why are you doing that? How come you doing that for? And I'm just thinking, why not?
Yeah.
But I stopped doing it, lad. I don't know why.
Goes back to what we said at the start about other people's opinions and taking on board what they're saying.
Yeah, lad, there was that tiny little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I just took my eye off it, lad. I just didn't want to seem too overthinking. Like, football's a mad game, like. It's not like combat sports. Combat sports is sincere, lad. It's honest. Yeah,
it's the most sincere sport in the world.
Lad.
You can't lie, can you?
No, you can't lie to yourself and you can't fool no one else. People see everything.
There's nowhere to hide.
Whereas in footy, you can hide.
Yeah. Do you think it was the word complacent you were looking for? You got a little bit complacent.
That's the word, lad. I'm gonna have to sit up.
Go on, sit up. Come on, get yourself comfortable.
Yeah, complacent is the word, lad, because I got comfy. Just in terms of, I thought I'd done it, and it was only the start, lad, and I wish I had someone to tell me that then, and I never.
And you'd worked harder?
Lad, it was the start of the work, lad. That's where I needed to get going.
Do you think more than making it more intense, it just needed to be more consistent?
Yeah. And just keep doing your extras. I always did extras. As we said before, lad, I'm not more talented than no one. I'm really not. I just will work harder than you. That is it. And this one time, in the thing I love the most, I stopped doing what I do. And that's it. And we're talking about regret, lad. That is mine. There, just stop working, lad. I thought I was there. I was happy to just go and do the training session, do the weights in the afternoon, and go home. And realistically, I should have done more. I should have been more touches on the ball. More do your runs, do a run when I go home. But lad, I was just sort of
doing the necessary,
just getting by, lad. Just because I didn't want my teammates to think I was trying to be someone I'm not. Almost, lad. It sounds mad even saying that out loud.
I understand what you're trying to say.
I already felt like an imposter.
So you didn't want to stand out even more in your mind at the wrong reasons, but you should have just fucking ignored all and cracked on and worked out. But at the time, hindsight's a wonderful thing, though, isn't it?
Of course, lad, because I'm a 17-year-old kid who's not really experienced in football. Not got the experience other lads have got, who have been doing it since they were 5 and 6. I've only been playing footy 6 years, yeah. Do you know
what I mean? It's incredible. Like, that's why I'm like, just run it back a minute. You're not playing at 10, and now you're 16. And you're playing like for Berry, getting moments and flashes in the first team. That's like an intense, exceptional period of growth.
Yeah.
Just like.
Yeah. It was overnight, like, not overnight, but
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, it was just a whirlwind of.
It come together fast.
Yeah, because I didn't do it. Like, a lad, I'm not joking. I played on a Thursday or a Thursday, and played on a Saturday, and that was it. And what are we talking there? 2 hours a week.
What happened with the footy? Where did it go wrong? What happened? Did you leave it? Did you walk away? Did they drop you? What happened?
I stopped working hard, lad. I was doing all right. My first year, I got managers and players player of the season. My first year YTS. Going into my second year, done all right. That's when I started going with the first team. I was never with the youth team. I was always with the first team. And I don't know, lad. I don't know.
Was that a transition from a boy to a man?
Yeah,
was it a man's world playing with the man's team?
Yeah, of course, because I was always a good athlete, fast, strong. But then I've gone into that and they're faster and stronger. Only for a little while I got used to it.
Yeah, because there's that gap, there's that period of time. I know what you mean.
But that was when I should have worked harder, lad. That was when I should have kept going, doing the extras, and I just didn't do it, lad. Again, with the first team, I didn't want to seem like the busy kid who just like annoying like a little wasp around everyone. In hindsight, that's exactly who I should have been. Yeah. I should have thought.
Pest. Yeah. That kid who won't leave you alone, he won't go away, keeps asking you fucking questions.
Yeah. I saw a thing, lad, right? Not long ago, actually. and it was on some form of social media, and it just, the title was Imposter Syndrome, and I clicked on it, so I'm reading it, lad, and I swear to God, that is exactly what I had when I was playing for Bury in the first team. That's what I had. I felt like I didn't belong there, and that cost me the most. So back to your question, what happened was,
I've had that before though, and it can give you like a sense of like anxiety, brother, can't it? Because you just don't feel like you belong, you don't feel like it's right, you can't settle. Yeah.
So I'm from a different city, lad. These are all mates and they're grown men. I remember not trying to fit in, but not trying to stand out, lad. I just wanted to feel normal, just like one of the normal lads, do you know what I mean? And so in turn, I wouldn't do the extras, as I said before, and then I was the only person out of my year to sign a pro. No, everyone else got released after the YT, so I'm just on my own with the first team. So I'm 17, live in Manchester, I've got no mates, lad, and I mean no mates. Like, I'd go to footy and come home. Why on earth? I'd just go to the gym then.
Was you happy?
No, wasn't happy. I love footy, but...
You weren't happy with where you were in the situation and the setup at the time?
No, not at all.
That just goes to show as well, because from the exterior, other kids looking in from the outside, they'd be like, wow, Junior's playing for Bury, lad, he's signed pro, blah, blah, blah. They all think you've got it made, and you might have had it made, but you weren't happy.
Not at all.
And happiness is fucking important, lad, innit?
That's it. I'd go to football, lad, 9 o'clock in the morning, do the work, we'd train, and lad, I'd go home and I'd just, this is not a joke, I'd go home, I'd put FIFA on, and MSN on my computer, on my laptop, and I would just sit there wishing I was in Liverpool all week. Just sit there, see my mates, like, someone would pop up and I'd like, what's happening, lad, what's going on? He's like, what's going on? Nothing, lad, just in the house, chilling. That was it. I was sitting in the house by a flat, it was a two-bedroom flat by myself, lad, just going, what's going on here? And I could not wait. The game would be on Saturday. So I'd play on a Wednesday for the Resis. On the Saturday, the game would be on. I'd be on the bench thinking, can't wait to go home. Because as soon as that game finished, I'm off to Liverpool.
Yeah,
I'm going
nice.
out. I'm going out with my mates. Yeah. And that was my routine, lad. And before I knew it, I was just sliding, lad. I was half lost, lad, to be honest with you.
What happened?
Just I was nothing, lad. I was just weren't playing. I was doing all right, but not better than all right. And to do well in that field, lad, it's literally, it's kill or be killed in sports, lad. And I was just floating by. I wasn't doing nothing. And
when did the transition come? What made you go, fuck this, I'm leaving? Or what, did they drop you? Did you walk away?
They said to me, look, you're not progressing the way we thought you progressed when you signed your pro. So, you know, when your contract ends,
you're getting released.
They just said you're free to find another team. So I was like, sound. So then the end of the season came, doing my pre-season work, and lad, it was just not the same, kid. Not the same. Going on trial all over again after being somewhere for 2 years was hard.
Starting again.
Yeah, because lad, when you're used to the lads, you know how people play. When you're going on trial and there's 11 trialists, I don't know you from Adam. I don't know how you want to receive the ball. I don't know if you want to go into the channel. Don't know if you want to come to feet. You don't know how I play, and you're just like, what is this? No one's passing the ball. No one's moving the ball around. But when you're in a team,
you gel.
Of course,
you can read each other.
Every day. So, so when you go into them trials, lad, it's like
starting again.
Lad, no one's getting signed unless you're gonna, stand out from head and shoulders above, which it's physically, unless a team has released Messi who's going to get the ball and just run in and out of everyone and go and score.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult.
No one's getting signed, lad. So then the skipper from Bury, Dave Challoner, he phoned me. He was like, I've just took over Cowan Bay, do you want to come down? So I went down. I was doing all right. I was playing midfield, playing centre midfield, doing well, lad. And from there, I was playing, and I'm running back, and I've just touched the ball, and someone kicked the back of my leg, and my tib and fib snapped, lad. I was 19, I think. Because that was the plan, was obviously go and play for Charlie, get a few games under my belt, and then, try and get back up. And I remember my tib and fib, took me tape off my sock, lad, and my leg just went...
No.
Yeah, lad, so... That was me, lad.
Was that the football over?
That was the start of the end, yeah. I you know, looking at doing it.
Didn't you just win the Welsh FA Cup or something?
So, after that, after my leg broke, where did I go after that? I broke my leg. Sorry, lad.
It's okay.
Kid,
Take your time, man.
It's a rollercoaster.
It's cool. There's loads of happened in it.
Kid,
Trying to piece it all together.
Yeah, I can't remember where I signed for after that, lad, after I broke my leg. Might have been Norwich, Victoria. Anyway, I signed for Warrington Town, and we were doing all right, playing well. Then the season finished, and I got a decent offer.
Was you happy there?
Yeah,
Bit closer to home, a little bit more balance and stuff like that.
Yeah, I liked Warrington, to be honest. It was a good side and boss lads.
Yeah.
But lads
that's half the battle though, innit? You know what I mean? It's who you're playing with, who you're around, your environment.
In footy, yeah. In footy, it's such a team game. You have to... I don't believe personally you could stay at a team that you're not enjoying, because it's such a team game. It's not like combat sports where you can get by yourself. No,
if you're unhappy, it's different. Combat sports is a solo sport.
Yeah.
That is a team game. You're part of a team.
Yeah.
Got to be able to live with them, work with them, and enjoy it.
Totally. And if you're not, it can be the worst place in the world, because it's like...
What, Beckham, lad? You just watch Beckham on Netflix. Fucking what a documentary, lad. Unbelievable. He was one of the best players in the world, if not the best midfielder in the world at that time.
Yeah.
And he was dreadfully unhappy at certain points.
Yeah. It's because again, it's not just you. It's the whole team, and you've got to get on. So it's just what it's, you know, it is hard. It's hard to maintain that unless you're around good lads.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back there, I went from Warrington. I got a good offer financially from the Welsh League. I was playing for Rill, and it was sound. It was good. I was enjoying going down there. It's far, like.
But
remember that drive? Thinking, fucking that's far this. And then I got an offer from Bala, which was a better offer. So I was like, sign me up. Where's my pen? So I went to Bala, and Bala was boss, lad. Really, I loved Bala. I loved it, lad.
Out of all the teams you played for,
Bala
was the gaff.
Lad, it was boss. The lads were boss. The chairman was boss. The manager was boss. I still talk to all of them now.
Yeah.
That was probably my favourite period in footy, playing for Bala. Just because, again, as I just said before,
you were happy.
I liked everyone there, and I mean everyone. There was nobody at Bala I didn't like.
It's nice that though, innit?
Yeah, I liked everyone. And you know, because of that, the team got on and we won games. Do you know what I mean? We won games.
You've got to be happy to be successful, I believe.
Yeah, you have to, lad. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, just turning up becomes hard, lad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, it's a drag. I've got to go there again, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So before you even start, you've got to get yourself out of that mindset. That can take an hour.
Yeah.
That can take a full warm-up and getting into the game the first 20 minutes, lad. That's an hour.
Where if you're turning up, all the boys are there, you're bouncing, yes, what's happening, brother? How are you, man?
Hit the ground
you're
running straight
you're
away.
Laughing, you're straight into it, you're flying, aren't you?
You hit the ground straight away. And yeah, lad, we were a good side.
How old were you when you were playing for Ballard at this point now?
24, 25, yeah.
So we've covered quite a period of time here, haven't we? We went from 16 to 24.
I went probably about 2 or 3 years doing nothing now because of my leg.
Yeah.
Lad, I couldn't do it. It took so long to recover. And like I'm talking, I could walk and that, but lad, I couldn't run.
Was that a horrible period in your life?
It was the lowest. It was the lowest time, lad. Just because my whole life I've been active, and all I could do, lad, was just walk about.
Was you depressed?
I wasn't depressed, but I wasn't happy, lad. A lot of my life, a lot of periods, like you have your ups and downs, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like you lost Junior Thompson?
I most definitely did, lad. I reckon if I'm thinking about it now again, which I'd never have, I reckon from about 19 to 22 or 23, it's a bit of a blur, lad. There's nothing.
Being active is your identity in it, and that was sort of gone.
Yeah, well, as I said before, in that period, the only thing I could do was music. That's where music came from. I needed somewhere to express myself because I couldn't run around, couldn't hit pads. Lad, I'm not joking. It's still sore now. You know, when I do certain things, lad, I just get proper shooting pains there. And it's 12 years ago.
Yeah, it was a proper serious injury.
I was bad, lad, yeah. But as I say, that's when music sort of helped me because I had no way of expressing myself. Absolutely no way, because I was always sport or nothing. And then I got into music during that time.
Can you remember, or can you be kind enough to try and take us back to your earliest memories of falling in love with music?
Yeah. That show.
And how old were you then with the show?
20.
Was that the first time you realised that you could sing? Like you knew you could sing anyway, but okay, let me rephrase that. You knew you could sing, but was that the first time where you realised you could perform? Like, fuck, I could actually perform here, I could do something with this, I could sing to people, or...
That was the first time. I always knew I could sing, lad.
Let's go back a bit further then. Do you know when you first started singing?
Yeah.
You got a bit of a soul voice, haven't you, Roy?
I try, kid.
I've heard it, lad. I've heard that sings, brother.
No, yeah, I could always sing, lad, from when I was a kid.
When you were a little kid?
Kid.
Was the music on in the house?
Yeah, me.
What was mum and dad listening to in that?
They're both the same. They like 90s R&B.
Yeah.
That's where it came from. That's what I only ever heard. Like, when I started with my mates and they're talking about, like, Wu-Tang Clan or, like,
who the fuck are they?
Turn this racket off. That's what it felt like at first, when I first heard rap. I'm not joking, I used to think...
just like, bah, 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 bah.
It's, obviously now I understand it, but at the time I just remember thinking, that's just because they can't sing, they're just rapping over it. It sounded, I hated it.
Yeah, I hated the noise, I hated the sound of it.
I hated 90s rap. I love it now.
Yeah,
but at the time, lad, I hated it. It was just proper racket. But that's where I always... 90s R&B is where it started. That's all that got played in the house.
Was there any standout artists for you at that time, like you can remember?
Nah, lad, it was honestly every singer that you can think of in the 90s that sang R&B, they played.
They were there.
That was it. Like, my dad wasn't into rap.
Really?
Nah, never. He liked singing, but my dad can sing.
So
that's where he comes from.
A little bit.
Yeah. It comes from him. So my dad could sing, then I could sing. I came from listening to 90s R&B.
Was your dad singing and around the house and that?
Always.
And you just have a little sing along, and then
I think I just followed suit.
Yeah, that's it. Because you're a product of the environment, aren't you?
Yeah. Jodeci, that's who it always was.
Was it, like,
Jodeci, that's what my dad loved. But yeah, it was just that's where it came from.
We always had music on in the house growing up.
What
do you
music?
know what I mean? Oh, lad, all the good stuff, man. All the good stuff. Proper music, lad. Like, my mum and dad, they had a wide variety. So it'd be anything, lad, from like... My mum was into like the Cranberries and all them type of sound. My dad was into like Bob Dylan and do you know what I mean? The new music, lad, fucking ELO, fucking lad, you name them, all the good stuff, do you know, Primal Scream, fucking lad, boss music, like music now at Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Lad, it was on.
Proper music
it
then,
was
lad.
on. Yeah. It was on in the house, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I remember when I was a kid and that, sometimes, like if it was in the summer and that, they'd play the music, lad, and like if I'd be outside with my mates and that, I'd be like going in, like turn the music down and that, know what I mean?
Yeah, lad.
But now looking back, I was like,
that's style, man.
Jams on, man, you know what I mean? And it's the music that I'd listen to now.
Timeless,
do you know what I mean? It's proper stuff, and like, so that was like where I found my love for music growing up. Subconsciously, I was around good music all the time.
Yeah.
So I can relate to what you're saying when you're saying about
you in good
music.
Stead.
Yeah.
Put you in good stead, lad.
So in school and stuff like that, was you singing then?
No, not at all. Not in this. Lad, I like music, but I'd never sing.
No.
I knew I could sing.
Yeah.
But I would never sing in school or nothing like that. Like, nobody from my school
knew you could sing. No. Junior, knock a tune out, lad, or anything like that.
No, not at all, lad.
And if they did, what would you have said? Nah, fuck off, lad. Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Leg it, lad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But music, honestly, so when you sign football, So, right, here's me, I know I've got half a tune, right? Forget school, lad, I was too busy.
Pursuing other things.
Just sitting in the canteen, chilling, lad, I was never going to sing. I didn't even play footy in school.
Yeah.
I had no interest. Bear in mind, our break was only half an hour, lad.
Yeah, because the school times were mad in Bro Green. It's like 8:15 start or something, 2 o'clock finish or some mad shit like that, weren't it?
8:30, 9 o'clock the first lesson started, we had 3. We had a break, it was half an hour. You'd barely had time to go down and get me panini, lad. And then go back up 2 classes, we're home at 2:10.
Yeah, because I can remember we used to finish at 3:30, I think, and you should finish at 2:10, and I'd be like, "Ras, these are having early start, man."
Early, lad. No wonder I didn't learn nothing. I've been there long enough. No, but going back to the music, lad, yeah, it was never something I was going to thought, oh yeah, I'm going to get into music. Not in my wildest dreams, lad. If anything, lad, I was going to just do martial arts. Footy, I didn't really think I was ever good enough to play footy. Do you know what I mean? So music was, lad, way back in the back burner. But when you sign for a team in football, you have to do what's called an initiation song, whether you like it or not. You can sing whatever you want. You can sing Happy Birthday, you know, the national anthem. If you're a Tory, you can sing anything.
You can sing whatever you want.
Whatever you want, lad. But these lads are sitting here like this, staring at you in a circle like this, and you're standing there.
What do you sing?
What did I sing? I sang, lad, you gonna go loud, so you. I sang Shy. If I ever, the lady is a friend, you know that song?
If I ever fall in love again. Yeah, man knows them things.
You're educated, I'll give you that. So I sang that, and I'm like shitting myself, lad. Because already, lad, we've already touched back. I've got massive imposter syndrome that I didn't know about. So I'm thinking, I just want to fit in, like, why he's making me sing? So I'm standing there and I'm watching all the other new lads who've just signed this season singing, and they're dreadful. They're singing like fucking just getting the notes out, and I'm thinking, I might just do that.
Yeah, I was blending.
Yeah. Because I'm watching these and I'm thinking, I might just do that and I'll be over and done with.
Yeah, because there's no pressure there for them, but for you, you're making it something.
Yeah, because I know I can sing, lad. So I get up and right, lad, introduce yourself. So I'm introducing myself. What song you gonna sing? And lad, for the life of me, I don't know why, I said Shy. The lady is a friend. So sorry, lad, but there's a few lads in there that don't know, and there's a few brothers in there that go, okay then. Do you know what I mean? A few of the brothers are going, he's gonna go for it here.
Yeah, these know.
Yeah. So I've started singing.
Hey, you're sick, lad. You know?
Lad, I don't know why I done it. To this day, I don't know why I done it, bro. So I've set myself up here for failure, kids. So I'm thinking, what have I just said? I should have just sang fucking I'm Loving Angels instead, or something like that. So I've started singing, and I'm talking. You could hear a pin drop. It's that quiet. So I'm singing, and halfway through it, a few of the lads who knew it started joining in.
What are these like? When you very first open your mouth, junior, are they like?
Lad, that's why.
Are they taken back by it? Do you think? Yeah.
So normally it starts, lad, and they're all clapping.
Yeah.
And then you just start singing. So they're clapping, and
you started.
I've gone, I'm gonna need you to stop clapping. so they're going, fancies himself, this kid.
Wait a minute, man.
Because I said that originally because I'm thinking, I can't find that. Like, my rhythm's not with that clap.
I know what you mean, lad, yeah.
So, but they must have thought, he's taking a mic here. So I've started singing. And, lad, it was just quiet. And then there was like 2 or 3 lads started singing with me. Then the class came out and then the song finished and they fucking, lad, round of applause. And they were going, sing again. So I'm like, I don't know how to sing. Now I'm feeling myself, bro.
Yeah, you're there now, you've landed.
That imposter syndrome is gone because all these lads are having it. Like,
this kid's sick.
And I'm 17, bro. I'm just thinking, I'll fucking sing again, lad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
lad.
Bear in mind, he's a grown man, lad. Some of these play footy to feed the kids. These 28, 29, 30, 32 years old. You know what I mean?
You've just landed on the scene, you're a kid.
Lad, I'm fresh from a totally different city, and these are feeling it. So I'm thinking, I'm singing again. So I'm like, I don't know what to sing. So they're like, what did they say? Cam said to me, what was the song, lad? With You by Chris Brown.
With you.
As soon as he said it, I thought, easy.
Easy way for
Easy.
you.
So I belted out, lad. They're singing with you. They're singing it together. Got another round of applause. Managers walked in. Lad, I'm not joking. That part of that singing there is what set up the thing for me thinking,
I could sing.
I want to sing all the time. Because that feeling that I got...
Did you enjoy it?
I can't explain another feeling.
There's no feeling like that.
Except me daughter getting born. Besides that, no. I remember warming up, playing footy, jogging around, thinking, I'm going to start learning how to sing, properly sing. Because that feeling of, I don't know what the word is, lad, just like...
Connection and joy. Yeah. Euphoria.
Yeah.
It's a part of you.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. When you do something and you're home, this is what I'm supposed to do.
That's the one. That's what it felt like. Belonging. And I was just like, wow, because for days after it, they were talking about it.
Yeah.
What about fucking Tomo's voice?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
New lad, yeah.
And that was when I got a keyboard. Didn't have a clue what to do with it, lad. So I'm on YouTube. This is just me in this flat. I'm on YouTube. Can't play it. Don't know what I'm doing, lad.
What made you want to get the keyboard? Why keyboard out of everything? Was there artists who inspired you who played keyboard?
No.
Did you just look at it and go, yeah, I'm going to learn that?
It seemed like a more me instrument.
Yeah, it was something that you could...
Guitar, as much as I love guitar, it's
Weren't
just...
you as much?
I couldn't picture myself.
With a guitar?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I've seen you sing, and I think that it fits better.
Yeah.
If that fits with what you do, better, definitely.
So, maybe that's where it came from. Piano probably I just preferred it, lad.
Yeah.
There's no reason, I just preferred it. So that was me, lad. I had a keyboard in my room. So I'm sitting here now, Call of Duty, my keyboard, and MSN.
You're laughing
because I want to know what my mates are doing.
Man's upgraded from that other thing.
Yeah. So that was me there then, just sitting there like that. And then that's where the music started
progressing.
Yeah. Not like, I'd never wrote a song or not, and I just played the keyboard in my bedroom.
Yeah.
But at the same time, was I happy? No, but that's me. I was searching for something that clearly now when I'm thinking back and you're asking me these questions that no one's ever asked me.
Yeah, we're stripping it back here. You were trying to find you were trying to find identity, you were trying to express yourself. Because music's a form of expression in the purest form, and I don't care what anyone says. Boxing and all that, we'll come to it later. With music, that is a way that you can express yourself wholly.
There's no better way.
No, there isn't.
There's no better way.
It's just, you can put... If you feel angry, you can express it. If you feel sad, you can express it. If you feel happy, you can feel it, lad. Yeah. I always say, I've said it on here before, some people hear music and some people feel it. Yeah. I feel music.
I definitely feel it. Yeah, I feel it, so too.
Some people just hear it, and it's like, damn, I want you to feel it, but they don't, lad.
I've had that when I've showed people a tune and I'm like,
you just don't feel this.
I'm watching you and I'm thinking, you're not feeling what I'm feeling.
I hear that, brother. I get that 100%.
Yeah, it is. You've hit the nail on the head there. It is a massive form of self-expression. And again, me in the living room, in my bedroom, playing that. I didn't know what I was doing, lad. I was just searching, but then, bang, legs broke. Can't play footy. Boxing wasn't even a thing back then, lad. Weren't even a thing. I'd never boxed in my life. So then, the only thing I could do was play my keyboard. That was the only thing. So I've got quite handy on my keyboard. I know a little bit. Still not great, but I know a little bit. I can get myself through a song that someone else has wrote. And that I just thought, writing a tune.
Are you putting vocals to keys and that now, lad? Yeah.
Yeah. This is like, lad, I'm skipping.
Because at first, when you're first learning the instruments, it's like you just hitting the keys, then you can fluently, and then you try and sing. It's like, I can't sing while I'm playing this at the same time, and then you marry it all together. Yeah. Like, and now you're at that stage.
Yeah.
So you're putting something down.
Lad, I'm skipping 10 months there. Like,
yeah.
Do you know
so
what
now
I mean?
you're at the stage now where we're there. What are they?
I can perform a song and play at the same time for myself.
Yeah.
Like, if two people were in a room,
your head falls
apart, lad. So that's where I was up to, and I just thought, I'm writing a song because, lad, I had no form of expression. I can't go for a jog. Anyone who's ever ran, great way of clearing your head.
Yeah,
a great way.
Yeah, you need it.
I couldn't do nothing, lad. I could walk. That's it. Couldn't run. I couldn't do that bit.
Yeah.
Onto me toe, you know, like pain. So I thought, I'm writing a tune. Wrote the tune. Showed a few of my mates.
What was it about?
The title was Other People's Words. How ironic, lad.
Wow.
How ironic. The title was Other People's Words. So I wrote that tune. Fast forwarding again here a few more months. And I'm showing my mate who does music. When I say show him the tune, I'm not playing it in front of him, by the way. I've got me Blackberry. Listen to this, bro. So he listened to it. He was like, lad, you can sing there, you know. Again. That feeling of belonging, lad.
You were like, yeah.
Yeah. So that's when he said to me about doing the tune.
Sure.
No, the tune first. He wants me to. He slid the show in later. Snided me, lad.
Yeah.
So I've recorded a tune. I thought, fucking hell, that sounds alright. Because I'd never recorded, like...
Where was you recording, lad?
In my mate's house.
Sick.
Yeah. My mate had a studio in his house on Catherine Street. And so we've recorded the tune. So that's when he comes to me 2 days later. Got a show in 2 days. Bam, 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 bam. On the stage. So we've got here now a kid who's come from a martial arts background. Struggled being away from me city in Manchester, but got by, lad. My leg has been broke. So I've gone up, crashed down, lad. Now I'm sitting in the O2 Academy. I didn't even really drink, lad. I was never a drinker.
You're on the Smirnoff.
Oh, lad, I'm sinking it, bro. I'm sinking this Smirnoff like I've been drinking for years.
Man's a regular.
Sinking it, lad.
Or another one in there, son.
Lad, I just had the bottle and I could just hear it going gluck, 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 gluck. That's how much vodka I was drinking because I was shitting myself. Because I've got no experience in this at all. Like, only a few months ago, I started playing this keyboard for a form of self-expression. Now...
Get in the O2.
I'm in the O2. Joey Essex is standing over there somewhere because he's doing a giveaway or
is
some
Joey
shit.
Essex in there, really?
Standing right there, lad. Standing right there. And this one has peak, so I'm sounds stupid, lad, but I'm thinking, fucking hell.
Wow, there's Joey Essex there.
Yeah, because, lad, I'm just a normal... I'm from Lodge Lane,
lad,
bro.
Fucking
do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel this, yeah.
I'm just a normal guy. Even when we were at football, I used to do it. And not even, like... I remember... I'll come back to that story, bro. You've just spiked another brain cell there.
And I've got another one from when you were playing football, and I think it's the same stuff with eating pads and stuff like that. No, it's another story.
I've done the pads in Amir Khan's gym, and Amir
with
Khan
Freddie Roach.
Yeah, lad.
I see that. We'll come to that. We'll come to that.
Lad, you know what? We'll go there now because I'm trying to put this football behind me here, lad. So we'll get that. So pre-season.
Yeah.
My first season as a full-time pro.
Yeah.
Not a YTS.
Yeah.
Fucking going to the lads. Yeah, we're going to do a pre-season session in Amir Khan's boxing gym. So I'm like, sound. But Bury and Bolton not far. Around the corner, 20 minutes. So walked in. Amir Khan's sitting there, lad. So bear in mind, I'm like, bro, when I was a kid, I'm just struggling with a lot of things, trying to put it all together, bro. I'll be brutally honest with you. So I've walked in, Amir Khan's sitting there, get his hand wrapped, and lad, I just remember looking, thinking, fucking hell, Amir Khan's right there. And lad, do you know, as a grown man now, fuck that. Like, I'm what he's there.
I know, but at that time, you're like, that's Amir Khan.
Because, bro, like, I can't stress enough, like, I knew the inside of my gym. and my house and school. That is it. Now I've come from there to playing football. I remember we played Norwich at home in the FA Cup and they were in the Championship. And I remember Dion Dublin walking past me, and I remember thinking, fucking hell, there's Dion Dublin. And it sounds stupid saying it out loud, lad. But
it's
like,
not,
I had loads of them. Alex Ferguson walking past me, lad. I'm not joking. He walks past me, and I haven't moved, lad. And then I've come in the dressing room, and come back out, and do you know what he said to me?
Go on.
Standing in the dressing room, and putting my socks on, and I dropped the tape. I'm putting the tape on. He's walking past me in the tunnel and dropped the tape. And do you know what he said to me? "You nervous, son?" That's what he said, lad. He said, "You nervous, son?" And I was like, "No, it's just another game." And he was like, "That's the attitude." And just walked past me, lad. Alex Ferguson, bro. Alex Ferguson. Lad. Played well that game, actually. But anyway, we go to where did we go?
Amir Khan's gym.
Amir Khan's gym.
You're there now, and he's getting his hands wrapped, and you've just landed, and you're like, whoa.
He had his first title fight or something like that, lad. But he's getting his hands wrapped, and I just couldn't stop staring at him, lad.
Yeah, you start stuck, you're obsessed by him. It's like,
Yeah, because lad, only a few years ago I was watching him in the Olympics.
I can remember him in the Olympics. I can remember when he came home and that lad, our age, Amir Khan, he was big. At the time,
he was a massive deal.
He was the geezer, lad, wasn't he? Yeah.
So he's getting his hands wrapped and that. I'll tell you now, I'll be brutally honest, I'd never heard of Freddie Roach. I wasn't.
How sick's that though? Now looking back, that was a moment, wasn't it?
I'm glad
Freddie Roach.
I'm glad I didn't know him.
Yeah, because you wouldn't. You
would not have been able to hit them pads. I'm not gonna lie, lad.
Hey, but you had hands though. I was watching it. You could bang them.
I always athletic, lad. I could always punch. I can kick. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite strong, lad.
It's mad the way like you talk to the pads like that. We'll pull a clip of the video up. But the way you talk to them like that, but you ain't boxing.
Do you want to know what's funny?
What?
So, lad, again, come from a martial arts background. Not a boxer, not whatsoever. Don't know Freddie Roach. We've done our circuit. Come in, come to the coach and gone. Freddie Roach gone. Can anyone half decent? Coach goes, him. So Freddie Roach goes, come on, man, get the gloves on. No, he can't really talk.
Yeah, no, he's
got Parkinson's, God love him, and so I've got these gloves on. He's come over, jab. So I'm pinging this jab, and he was talking, and lad, I couldn't understand what he was saying because it was like this quiet, really quiet like this, and so I'm just hitting away. But have you noticed I'm hitting an orthodox? I'm a southpaw. That's how much I didn't know about boxing.
Yeah, but you could still hit, couldn't you, at the time?
Yeah, I can fight, lad.
Was Khan watching?
Yeah, lad, standing there watching.
That's putting a fucking extra few pounds in the punches in it. You're like, bang, bang, bang. You're snapping them in.
Do you know what's funny? If you watch the video, that is start to finish, the whole clip. Like, nothing. I didn't do anything before it. I didn't do anything after it. I swear to God, I put that much into it. I was exhausted at the end of the round, lad. I was I remember taking the gloves off and sitting down thinking, fuck being a boxer. I remember thinking, that's too hard, that I'm fucked. So, yeah, lad, and I didn't know Freddie Roach, and I posted the picture with Amir Khan and Freddie Roach, and I had more comments saying...
About Freddie Roach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, who's that?
Lad, he's trained Pacquiao, he's trained loads of heavy fighters. Yeah. What was Khan like? Be honest.
Proper sound.
Was he sound?
All day, lad. I haven't got a bad word to say about him. Proper sound, nice guy. Just again, he's just one of the lads, him.
Humble, down to earth.
One of the lads who excelled.
It's nice that though, isn't it?
Yeah, as I say, lad, I was talking to him and that, and he was asking me about football and stuff, and I'm asking him about boxing. I haven't got a clue what I'm asking him. I'd probably hate to hear that back if it was ever recorded, but proper nice guy.
It's nice. Did he inspire you at all? Or not at the time, because you weren't looking down that road?
Not at all.
Do you know, after you left, do you know what's sick? And it's just coming to my mind now. After you left that session and you've just drove home, right? You've just been with Amir Khan hitting pads with Freddie Roach,
I know.
and you just probably went, yeah, so what's happening later, boys, or what's happening tomorrow? Like now, as a boxer, like you'd have been like messaging the boys, you'd have been like, wow, lad.
Yeah.
You'd have been seeing, can I kick into him again tomorrow? Like, what's going down? You know what I mean?
100%, but at the time, I just, lad, as I said before, stumbled across it, lad, fell across it. Right place, right time, but stumbled across it. And I remember Ryan Lowe,
know the name.
He's the man, I think he's managing Preston or someone now, manager. He's playing for QPR and that. But he was driving us home, and he was saying to me, he was like, lad, I can't believe you just did pads with Freddie Roach there. And I'm on my BlackBerry posting it onto Facebook. And I was going, I know, yeah, boss.
Didn't even know.
Didn't have a clue. Didn't have a baldy notion, lad. I was just, yeah, boss, that lad, weren't it? Belter. Posting on Facebook. that was it, lad. I didn't know. I didn't know, lad. And then posted on Facebook and fucking, can't believe you've just been hitting pads with Freddie Roach, post the video, blah, blah. And I didn't have the slightest idea, bro.
But it's amazing because it's all part of the story.
Of course, lad, yeah.
So we're moving on now. We're back with the music.
Music, yeah.
And you've Joey Essex is in the place. We were talking about being starstruck.
Just staring at him, couldn't believe he was standing there in front of me.
Yeah.
Because again, lad,
he was another big deal at the time. Everyone knew he was Reem.
Yeah.
Everyone knew about Joey Essex, lad.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
But yeah, as I say, I was never. It took me a while to get over that because, lad, I lived a very, very disciplined life. I didn't see people. I didn't go to like concerts or nothing like that. Didn't do nothing, lad. I went to the gym and went home.
Yeah, you weren't exposed to what was going on.
And I'm talking, I got exposed to everything so fast. I was just like, what? So he's standing there throwing gifts into the crowd. You know what I mean? Just launching gifts into the crowd. And I'm like, wow. I couldn't tell you what they were.
What they were getting?
Nah, I haven't got a clue. Lad. Probably Teddy's or something.
Yeah.
Keyring with his face on it and all that. And so there was him. I don't watch it, lad. I just know him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was him and two other ones.
Yeah, who were probably also on the scene at the time.
Yeah, but lad, as I say, I'm probably gonna be freezing this, but it was nice, lad. As I say, lad, I was never into that stuff, but everyone in the UK, you know, if you're on social media, you know who Joey Essex is.
I don't know how we get here. I don't know how big the gap in time is or what happened here with the music, but I know you started to record music, you were playing on the keyboard. Obviously you've learned the keys, you've put that together, you've recorded with your mate, you've played, and the O2 and the feedback's been phenomenal. You've come out of there.
Oh yeah, so that's what it was, yeah. Lost my trailer for it there. So they're all standing at the back, and I've got my stool, lad, and I'm thinking, as I said before, please don't mess up. So, bear in mind, lad, the chorus is about 2 lines, sang round twice. Couldn't mess up if I tried, lad.
Yeah, but it's the pressure creates madness. You can't think of one word.
Yeah, your mind is a funny thing.
What was the start?
Yeah, so it comes out anyway, you start singing. Fucking, you know.
Do you want to give us a little rendition?
I couldn't even remember the words, lad.
Do you want to give us a rendition of anything at all or not?
At the end, G.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, bro.
Okay,
put it on me, lad.
Save the best till last. No, we'll save the best till last, okay. So let's get back to it, yeah.
Yeah, so after that, I don't know what the word is, lad. I'm not good like at stuff like that. Endorphins, whatever.
Yeah.
I was craving it. Like I wanted that feeling again. So
the euphoria. That euphoric feeling, like
like
the adrenaline, the buzz, the rush
that
of it.
feeling of belonging, lad. So I'm like, start writing tunes, lad. Writing. I've got loads of songs, and I'm just doing shows all over the place, lad. Show. And I got like,
how did you get into the shows?
Posting videos on social media, and then someone who's running a show goes,
do you want to jump
Junior,
on?
I've got a show there, you know, where you perform. And I'm like, yeah, sweet. How long to set? 20 minutes. Easy. 5 songs. With a bit of talking. Sound. And I'm just getting used to that feeling of like sorry, lad.
It's alright.
I know my voice doesn't, like, the amount of people have said to me, you don't look like that, like how you sound.
Yeah.
That's what I've had loads of times. You don't look like what you
You're
sound.
the old man with the voice of an angel.
Yeah,
lad.
I'm dressed in a track here now. You know, I'm ready to go for a game of footy or box or whatever. But I can just hold a note.
Yeah.
And I can't, and I never would try to be who I'm not, lad. So I'm not going to dress up all like the way them artists dress up. Like, I'm going like this, bro.
I think that's better. I think it's more special. I think you feel that's a true artist, lad. That is an artist. You feel that person. You can resonate with them. Do you know what, lad? How disappointed would you be if you watched an artist, they dressed a certain way and that was your way? You know what I mean? Like, that was what you were really into. Yeah. And then he went home and put trackies on and you realised that weren't him who really who he was, and that it takes the shine off the person.
Yeah, it's not real.
Do you know how many people wear trackies who could relate to you? Who'd be like, lad, he's heavy. Like, he like Anthony Russell, who I had on, he played Wembley in a pair of 110s, lad.
Yeah,
fucking scouser.
Boss, lad. I love him, lad.
And you can resonate with people like that, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the exact same as him, lad. I'm literally going on the stage like this, and I know it shocks people.
It's boss, lad.
Like, fucking hell. Or me coming in like this, getting my keyboard, stand up on my keyboard and start singing some slow songs, lad. Yeah, you know what I mean? I know what it does surprise people, but they enjoy it, and because they enjoy it, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's entertainment.
Yeah, of course. So
I feel like that's what you are at the very, very root of you. With all what you've done and all what you do, you're an entertainer, lad. You can entertain.
I enjoy entertaining people, but
when you box, you're entertaining people.
It's the same thing.
When you play football, you're entertaining people. When you're singing, you're entertaining people. When you're modelling, you're entertaining people. But we'll touch on all that.
That's who I am, lad. I enjoy performing, and I enjoy the feeling of knowing people and entertained by what I'm providing, lad. I do enjoy it.
Thrive on it.
I do, lad. I do, yeah. So that's where the singing starts coming, and you know, put the EP out and stuff, and it did well. Then
was that the prelude?
That was the prelude. My man is onto it.
Man's on it, brother. Seeing you on the stairs with the keyboard in your hand and that, lad.
Yeah, that was just by my mate's house, that.
Belter. Good little shot.
Callum Shots on Instagram.
Shout out Callum, lad.
One of my best mates.
Man knows what he's doing with the cameras and things. I've seen it, lad.
He's doing big stuff now. Doing big stuff. Anyway, so he shot that for me. So I've done the EP, getting good shows, and then that's where it started. Like, I got asked if I'd do the 50 Cent one. I got asked if I'd do the Wu-Tang Clan one.
Right.
The Wu-Tang Clan I didn't even like.
Let's just get there now. I was going to say, I heard a whisper that you performed or sang alongside with same show as 50 Cent. Yeah. How did that come to be, Junior?
And it's just, again, I don't know if I'm the luckiest person in the world. I put myself in the right place, but I just...
What happened?
One of my mates was friends with something putting a show together.
And said what 50 Cent's playing?
He's on in Manchester in the O2 Ritz, we do.
When you heard that, did your head fall off? Or did you think, is this defo 50 Cent?
It's mad,
gonna be my man from fucking Bradford with a pair of jeans and a car.
50 pence.
Baby lives on the thousands.
Lad, exactly that though. But lad, you know, see me, I'm just one of them people, like, I'll just go with it. I'm just going with it. So I you know, as I said there, fucking 50 pence could have turned up and I still would have sang, lad. Yeah. So lo and behold, lad, gets there and will you warm the crowd up? I'm like, me? So like, warm the crowd up. So I've just gone out and just done my tunes, lad, and people feeling it. Got off, my man's gone on.
Is 50 there? Did you meet him? Did you see? No?
Nah, you don't get near them, bro.
Nah.
Don't get near them. With Method Man and Redman, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I met them, but like I was in the same presence of them. Method Man was proper ill.
Was he?
He was sick.
Yeah.
Like sick. So he was like, don't come close to me, man. No, like half.
Yeah. Distancing himself.
Yeah, but bro, when he got on that stage, lad, unbelievable performer.
Yeah, I could still perform even though he was ill and that.
Lad, unbelievable. Like I was watching thinking, I need to take heed.
Of what this boy is doing.
There was him and Redman were both on the stage, but like, it's like they just go into a different, like, the people I was watching on that stage, I'm standing here watching them, their performance at the crowd. The people that I'm watching on stage were not the two guys that were standing in the back with me.
Yeah, they were different people, lad,
That's
yeah.
a switch.
Yeah,
just
bang,
proper
you
performers, yeah. So that went well, and then I got asked if I'd do the Tiger one. So we've done the one with Tiger. Where was that? That was in Liverpool, that one. But like, because he'd done a show in Manchester, but I don't know where it was. But then after that, they were doing an after party was in.
Do you know when you done the 50 Cent one? Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
When you come off, did 50 come on?
Bit later.
Bit later.
Not straight away.
But that's just insane, no, innit? Know what I mean? Same
Life's
time,
mad, bro.
same place, same
Life's
stage and
A
that.
few years ago, I was hitting pads with Freddie Roach, lad. What's going on? What's going on, bro? You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a bit later, like, but
So
they have the DJ bit in between, don't they?
yeah, because it's like it's stages, innit? You know what I mean? You have like the.
But I'm because I'm a totally different vibe.
100%,
So
yeah.
once I go off, they start playing all the, you know.
Yeah, they throw a few tunes on, they warm the crowd up, people get a drink and that,
Yeah,
and then they come back. I know what you mean. It's
totally different vibe. So yeah, then
Tiger.
done a Tiger one, but that was I done that in Envy. Is it Envy still?
Fusion now, innit?
Fusion, that was it. But
Fleet
it was,
Street.
Yeah, it was Envy at the time. Lad, that was a mad one because, bro, have you been in Envy? You've been, haven't you? So, you know where they have the boxing ring? They have the stairs either side, don't they?
It goes up into the back there, where the DJ thing is at the top and all
Yeah,
that.
it goes into the back. So, see where the stairs are there?
Yeah.
There was a stage, and I swear to God, the stage was the same size as that table.
Lad, it's tiny.
And it was this big. So I'm like,
The stage is like, that is the middle of the top of the stairs. That's the stage, lad.
yeah.
I know what you mean. Before the back bit,
Yeah.
there's where the boxing ring is, the stairs go up and they go up, and the top of that platform is the size of that fucking table.
Oh,
Lad.
tiny, bro.
It's tiny, yeah.
So they're like, yeah, so this is the stage. So I'm like, where?
Where's the rest of it?
Yeah, where? So like, that little platform there. So I'm like, fuck me. So, you know, I'm going straight into it, bang into the tunes. People are feeling it, but like, it was just mad because there was no distance between us
And them.
Yeah. So I'm singing and people are touching me, lad. Like, on my arm, and I go, oh my God, blah, blah. So I'm trying to sing up, like, I don't like getting touched, bro. I don't like people touching my arms and that.
Yeah.
Different, obviously. Like,
what's happening and that. But it's like I'm trying to perform here and
lad,
people
they
are touching
were as
me.
close as that to me, lad.
Yeah,
right on top of me. So I'm singing. Song's finished. So like the DJ's playing the tunes 5 minutes, and then you know, DJ goes, Tigers in the building, blah blah blah. So I'm in the back now, and he's going, Tigers in the building. So I'm going,
Where the fuck's Tiger?
no, he's fucking not. Lad, he come through the door. I don't know how he timed it, lad. He's come through the door, and he's like, he must have been late because he's took the mic straight past, and he's walking to the thing, and you know that starts Ayo, and like, dun 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 dun, and like Ayo. So as that started, the crowd went fucking, and I mean mad, and he's just ran straight to the thing, and he started rapping straight away, lad, and it was, I mean, bouncing. So I'm nosy anyway, lad.
Yeah,
anyone, I'm one nosy. I'm like this, so I'm like trying to creep. And I seen I know the DJ too, and he's like, come down here. But lad, as I've looked over, bro, I'm not joking. The amount of phone lights, do you know the phone lights that were just like lights. That, bouncing? Lad, Envy's only small, bro. It was absolutely shocking. And I remember that, I just remember, hey yo, I'm a busy guy. But lad, the crowd was singing, and that light was on, lad. And I just remember looking, and it was so busy. And I come round the side there, lad, and he was performing, and I just remember thinking, what?
This is fucking...
I want a bit of that, lad. Because lad, it got to the point where he's not even singing, and the crowd are screaming the tunes, you know what I mean? But that is what I was talking about with music. It's like, it gives you a feeling that
can't get anywhere else.
Sport doesn't give you.
No.
Do you know
it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, totally different, lad. You can't...
It's different, don't it?
It's right in the chest, right in the middle of my chest, lad. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm half enjoying the show, but I'm watching the crowd at the same time. I'm just like, wow, this is heavy. You know what I mean?
There's a lad from Logie.
Oh, lad.
End up being a face of the biggest football club in the world. Liverpool FC.
Fucking hell, you know when you're going through the stuff here, I've done half a bit, haven't I, actually?
Lad, you've done
Because I just march
bits,
through
bro.
life, lad.
Bits.
How does that happen? How did that happen? Jonathan Tatum, good friend of mine, messages me, says, I'm doing basically, have you ever heard of Copa 90? So I'm like, nah, never heard of it. He was like, right, well, I'm running this shoot for Copa 90. It's Liverpool FC's third kit, the green one. So I'm like, okay. He's like, I want you to be in the photo shoot. So I'm like, well, I'm no model, you know, bro. And he goes, I know, but you're perfect for it. It's based on just like, you know, like, just a city, like, the not just the models, it's like, it's
the people.
Yeah, the people of Liverpool. So I'm like, oh, lad, what have I got to do though, bro? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So he goes, he's like, lad, just come. I'll look after you. I'll sort it. All you've got to do is just be there. So I've turned up. On the way, I'm driving. I'm like, Copa 90. Never heard of Copa 90? Typing. Have you ever typed in Copa 90?
No.
Lad, like 1.4 million followers. So I've just gone, oh my God. So I don't know what to expect when I'm getting here, lad. There's just pure vans and rails full of clothes, and they're just like, yeah. They're like, hey, Junior, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Go and get your makeup done, put that top on. So I'm like, what? What do you mean? She's like, yeah, go and get your makeup done, put that top on. So I'm now sitting there getting my makeup done thinking, what is going on here?
You're sick.
Lad, straight out. Makeup done, top on, stand there, get a picture, do a pose. So I'm like, what do you want me to do? I don't know what to do. I was like, I'm not a model, you know, I don't know what to do. So the cameraman telling me what to do, so I've done this pose. Right, we're just going to send this off tonight and we'll get back to you. So I'm like, so what shall I do now? Go back in the dressing room. So I'm sitting back in this dressing room with all these other people from like London and that. Come marching. They don't like that outfit. Come back in, get a new outfit on. Bam, 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 bam. Picture. They don't like how I get a new picture. Lad, I put 3 outfits on. Change the pants, change the socks, change the trainees. Right, perfect. To the shoot. So by this point, lad, I haven't got a clue. I'm just going, and following on. We get to the shoot, and Jonathan's there now. So he's running the shoot, lad. And to be fair,
are you relieved when you see Jonathan,
lad?
You're like,
I was like, thank God you're here, because I was struggling there, you know, bro. He's like, why, lad? He's like, why? So I'm like, because I don't know what to do. So then he's running the shoot and he's telling me what to do, lad, and I just felt proper comfortable.
Yeah, you're alright because you're home and that.
Yeah. So I've done that shoot, gone home, thought nothing about it, back to my life, back in the gym the next day boxing, because it's in the middle of my boxing career. And just gets a message on Instagram. Hiya Junior, I'm, you know, blah blah.
Yeah.
And, saw you shoot for Copa 90. I want you to do the nightwear for Liverpool FC. That was the one. I was sitting and I was like, fucking hell. Like, that's my team, you know. That's my team. So I'm like, fucking hell, what do I do here? So, you know me, lad,
You're on.
So I was like, trying to act all cool. Yeah, should be fine. yeah.
No.
Should work with the schedule. So I'm straight down there, like early when I'm doing it. So I'm getting the pictures done. They're giving me the outfits and that. Everyone was boss, lad. Everyone was boss there. And they're just going through the shoots. And lad, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, bro. I'm not gonna act like I do. Like, I'm trying my hardest to just keep it together here. Do you know what I mean? No experience. And I just, as a passing, I was like, so where are these photos? Like, where are they going? She went, on the shop outside. So I'm like, what? Like, yeah, on the shop outside, on the Liverpool shop in town.
I've seen them, we're going to pull them up on here. I've seen big pictures of you on fucking billboards outside the ground and that.
Lad, I'm
on
not
the
joking.
pictures of the windows, and on the glass windows and that.
Just like that, lad, just off what?
That one in the shop as well.
Bro, how mad's that? Every time I go past it, I'm just like, what? That's really me, lad.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, and do you know what's mad? The amount of people that have sent me it, or people are going, going in there shopping and stuff like that, and he sent me, and it's like, lad, you're on the front of the thing here,
I
lad.
seen the one where you had like the advert and your little girl was in it.
Ah, lad, that's another one though. They messaged me and they were just like, we want your daughter to be in it. Lad, that I felt more proud of that than anything else I've ever done.
But if you think about that, that's like a piece of history in time. When your daughter's older, you can show her back and say, look, you're on the advert, and you don't know, it could be a foot in the door for your created
course,
something for your kids, where it's been harder for you to access all these things. It could open doors for people for you.
Well, lad, it's one of them things where it's like, you're a parent, lad. You want to give your kids the
better than what you had, the best
possible opportunities. Do you know what I mean? I was stuck in a gym fighting with kids. Do you know what I mean? I didn't get the, like, not that I didn't get it. Circumstances, of course, lad. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, you know, hopefully in the future I can, you know, try and help my daughter do whatever she wants to do like that.
Definitely. I seen when they brought you down to the match, it was a European night and that, and you were having you were laying it all on for your lad.
Bro, got looked after.
The scrans look like a nice little apple pastry or something, a little custard and that for dessert.
Do you know what's mad? The menu. Have you looked at the menu?
No.
can't even pronounce half the stuff what I was eating. Lamb rump. That was the only one I knew.
Yeah, that's the main course. Seen that.
The rest of them I'm looking and I was like,
the dessert looked heavy. I'm a man after the dessert.
And when I walked in and I know a lad who was working there, and he brought me another one over. So I'm sitting there with 2 desserts like that, just talking in, bro. But yeah, that was a boss experience. Lad, they've proper looked after me then.
It's insane what's happened there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that ongoing now at the moment?
Yeah, of course, lad.
It's amazing.
Well, I just done my first, is it called ecom? You know, like the website?
The e-commerce stuff the other day.
Yeah.
You had a lot of like black stuff on.
Yeah,
it was like the jacket and
just the winter collection.
The winter collection.
Yeah, but lad,
look really nice as well, to be fair, lad.
Comfy,
smart.
You know, proper comfy.
Yeah.
I was like, feeling this, you know. Might run out in it. But yeah, no, it was boss day, and as I said, that was never in the plan, lad. I stumbled across it and
so Jonathan said, and shout out to him,
shout out to John, man.
It's just crazy, innit? What these things open doors for you,
lad,
right place, right time.
Yeah.
Just scrolling back through all of that, what you've achieved there, and we haven't even got onto the boxing, so I need to move to that.
Yeah.
When did the transition come for boxing, or how did the door open for boxing? What was the thing that inspired you to be a fighter, or made you even want to go through the doors of a boxing gym?
Again, lad, stumbled into it, lad. I was in the gym, just training in the gym. I think I was 27 or 26. I'm in the gym and I'm training with my mate, messaging me. He's like, lad, you should come to the boxing gym with me. I go to the boxing gym in Kirkdale. I think it's Kirkdale. So I was gone, yeah, I might get round to it, lad, might come down. And that was about 2 weeks went by, and then he messaged me again. He's like, lad, do you want to come down this boxing gym? I was like, yeah, go ahead. Because at this time, I just won the Welsh FA Cup. So I'm just taking over in the summer.
Just run the Welsh FA Cup. Lad, your life's mad, you know.
Rollercoaster, honestly. But, so, go on.
We're going to leave the football here. When you won the Welsh FA Cup, that was with Bala.
Yeah, Bala.
And they were the
first time we'd ever won it.
Yeah.
First time the boys had ever won it. Proper boss day. And I was just made up for the chairman, lad. Honest to God, the 2 chairmans, Dave and Nigel, I was made up for them because they put so much into it, you know what I mean? Like the Europa League, like when we go away on the Europa League, they look after you properly, lad. Do you know what I mean? Like we go, I've been a few good places playing football in Europa League, and it's like no expense spared, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Insane, innit?
Yeah, the boxing's the maddest story of them all, bro. Like I remember I said I had no intentions of being a singer, lad, until I sang and people were feeling it, and I was like, yeah, I like that. I've got no connection to boxing whatsoever, none. And it's gonna sound mad saying it out loud, but I didn't even really like boxing. I never really watched it. I haven't. That's why I didn't know Freddie Roach. I knew Amir Khan because he was a household name in the UK. Boxing was never, ever a thing to me until I got asked to go to the boxing gym.
What boxing gym was it, Kirkdale?
The Rydal.
Rydal, yeah, I know.
Is that in Kirkdale?
It's like
I don't know that side
it's
of Liverpool.
it's Stanley Road.
Stanley Road.
Yeah, but it's halfway up, so it's sort of. But I'd say it was brutal. But yeah, the Rydal gym, Rydal ABC, the big building on Stanley Road, halfway down.
Yeah.
Big old thing it is. Yeah.
So I've gone in there, and I just like competing in sport. Sorry, lad.
It's all right. It's cool.
Messing your mic there, bro.
Won't worry.
I just like competing, lad, in sport. So we've gone in, done a session. Come out.
What did the session consist of? Stand-up boxing session?
Stand-up box session.
Bags, skipping,
bag,
circuit,
bit of
type of thing, yeah.
But that wasn't standard to me. I'd never done it before.
Yeah.
So we've done that, and I remember coming out and enjoying it, thinking, that was good, that. So I've said to me, mate, when you next go, I'll come with you. I feel like I need to move closer to this, lad.
Go ahead, lad. Get yourself comfy and move closer. Pull it over to you if you want and that. Go on.
I just don't want it to come away from your face, lad.
It's all right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've said to him, when you next go, I'm coming with you. So I've come back like 2 days later, and I don't know why, lad, I want to spar. I've seen lads sparring. I want to spar. Never sparred against the boxing in my life, but I like competing. I don't care if I get my head punched in or I punch someone's head in. I want to spar. I've come in, gone over to the coach. Oh, he's got everyone sparring. I said, can I spar, mate? And he goes, no, not yet. Just go and do a few more on the bag. So I'm hitting the bag. And I'm watching the sparring, and I remember thinking, I'd fucking beat all of them. Let me spar. So someone come out the ring, injured or something like that. So I've gone, I'll jump in for you, if you need someone. He goes, no, it's all right, go in the bag. And I remember going back to the bag thinking, I'm never coming back here ever again. So I'm there.
Cheeky cunt.
Fuming, lad, like, tell me I'm not sparring, I want to spar. Like, if I get done in, I get done in. Like,
yeah.
At least then you come over and go, you did
I told you, yeah, I asked. Yep.
So I've said to me, mate, lad, I'm not coming back no more, I'm jibbing it. So he's gone, why, lad? I was like, because I want to spar. And he's like, yeah, but you'll be able to spar in time. So I've legged it anyway, Wednesday, Thursday night. Do you want to come to boxing gym tomorrow? Go ahead. I'll come. I've gotten there. He goes, do you want to spar? So I've gone, yeah. He goes, get your gloves on then, lad. Got my gloves on. Bear in mind, I've never wore sparring boxing gloves in my life. 26, nearly 27 years old. Never wore a boxing helmet, put the Z guard on, can't see a thing. Lad, I can't see a thing. Like, you know, boxing helmet.
Yeah, one of them ones, the nose ones. And
nah, just touching my cheeks, but I've never had nothing there.
The cheek one, I know what you're saying, lad, yeah.
I've never had nothing there, so I'm like, what, I can't see him setting me up here. Gone into the spar. Done all right. Done well for myself. Come back the next day. Do you want to spar again? Yeah. Put me in. Amateur, bit better. Done all right. Comfy, lad. It's comfy. I was thinking, fucking easy this boxing. Next time he's come in, he goes, do you want to spar? Yeah. Gone, yeah. Put me in with a pro. Wow. Got battered, lad. Got battered. Just too fast. The pace of was too fast. And I remember I was doing four threes. I remember walking back to the corner and looking at the clock, and I'd done 2. And I remember thinking, I haven't got another 2 in me. Nah. So I went to my coach at the time. I was like, fucking hell, I'm knackered there, you know. I don't know if I've got 2 more in me. And he went, you have, lad? Is it not even hitting you? And I don't know if that was reverse psychology or he really wasn't hitting me. But I turned round and I went, yeah, he's right. Hasn't even hit me. Lad, them next 2 rounds were totally different.
You go out and put it on?
Couldn't miss. I couldn't miss. Just bang, 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 bang. And I remember sitting down, looking around thinking, this is a bit of me, you know. I do, lad. After that, 2 rounds before it, I remember looking, thinking,
I can't be arsed with this. Yeah,
this is too hard.
Looking for the way home.
Yeah. Yeah, lad, I'd phone the Uber.
It was on its way.
Yeah. And he said to me, he was like, yeah, I've got 2 rounds.
3 minutes away.
Yeah. He's not even in yet. And I don't know what, I remember turning around, looking at him, thinking, right then. And that was it, lad. Totally different rounds. But again, I do...
Perception.
Yeah, I do think it's in the head. It's all in the head. And ever since then, I was just different.
Was you hooked?
Totally different, lad. Just didn't ever look back.
That lad who you sparred, it was the problem.
Yeah.
When you went home, did you think like that was a professional fighter and I've just held my own in there with him?
I couldn't stop thinking about it.
So now what? Are you going back tomorrow?
Went back on Monday. Same spar. Even bigger gap. Even bigger gap. And it was that point when I remember thinking,
I could do this.
No. I remember thinking, I am going to do this. Because what else was I doing at the time? So, I remember I said I want to fight. Maybe man, I don't know, lad. Get me a fight. So he goes, all right, sound. Gone to the fight. And my opponent doesn't turn up. So I'm like,
is an amateur bout?
Amateur bout, yeah. Had my first amateur bout, lad, 27 or late 26, so didn't turn up. Next one, we're going to Wigan to have a fight. Sound. Gets in the car, driving down, forgot my card. The coach forgot my card, and he goes, because there was other people going up, and he's like,
can such and such go and grab his card and bring it down?
Nah, lad. He went, just missed this one out, I'll just tell him you couldn't make it, and I'll get you a new bout. Jumped out the car, jumped in the car in front of me and went up, and I'm sitting on the start of Prescott Road, the very start by town, Kenny.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting watching that car go away. And I remember thinking, fuck that, Jim.
Fuck you. You're messing me around.
Never went back.
Yeah.
And
it
is what it is, but
that Radl's loss.
No, but it is what it is, and I'm saying that, like, and I know, if they hear this, it is what it is, but that's what I thought. I remember thinking, fuck that, Jim. Go on.
Nah, because you just flew back and got your card, lad, and took you down there. Exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Went to Golden Gloves.
Wayne Smith, good friend. A lot of time for Wayne and the Gloves. Do you know what I mean? They started me, they got me going.
So I remember saying, it was the same thing I remember saying to Wayne.
What made you go to Wayne Smith? What made you go to Golden Gloves? Was it because it was the topology and it was from where you were from? It was a local one, lad, and you just got in there, stuck your head in, and that was that.
Lad, I'm from Lodgy and it's right there.
Yeah, it's at the top, innit? Yeah. We're on the road
right
there.
On the corner, lad, facing a boundary. So I've gone in. And again, I remember saying to Wayne, I want to fight. I've been up to the Rydal, done a few sessions, doing all right. And Wayne said to me,
let's have a look at your kid at first, put you in. Or did he just tell you fuck off?
Told me to leg it, lad.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't think you should do it. He's like, it's hard, this boxing, kid. So I'm like, I know, but like, I can hold me own. I'll be all right. I said, let me hit the bags then. She goes, you're a bit old, lad. You're starting very late. You've been doing all your other stuff. It's a bit late. So I'm looking at him, and lad, I just get this thing where I just that's me. I'm just like, fuck it then. So I've gone. So I can't hit the bag. He goes, no. So I just went, fuck that, Jim.
See you later.
Walked out, phoned my dad. Oh no, my dad phoned me, and he goes, how did Golden Gloves go? So I went, Wayne won't let me train. So he goes, what? Said, Wayne won't let me train. Dad goes, come with me, lad, I know Wayne. So my dad goes with Wayne. My dad goes, how come we can't train? So Wayne goes, lad, he's 26, or I was 26 or 27. He's starting late. He's like, this is a hard game, lad. It's a hard game to get involved in now. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair to Wayne, I'd say that to people.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is a hard game, it's a horrible game.
Yeah, it is a hard game. So Wayne was right.
But he weren't for you.
But lad, just give me a chance. Let me sink. Put me in, let me sink. And then go, I told you. Do you know what I mean? So I'm hitting the bag. And he must have liked what he saw. Because he says to me, Dad, all right, tell him to come in Monday. So I've come in, I'm hitting the bag. And, he must have liked what he saw. Because then the next day, I've got a sparring. Put the head guard on and sparring. And I'd done all right, lad, as I always do. And I've took my head off and he comes walking over smiling and he goes, you've got something you haven't you? He knows right, you got something you haven't you? I was like, I told you that I can handle myself, I'm not soft. Next day sparring again, Then he goes to me, do you want to come in the morning class? So I was like, what's the difference? He went, just the pros. So I'm like, fucking yeah, I do actually, yeah. So
who was in there at the time? Was Steve Floyd boxing there at the time?
Steve Floyd was in there, yeah.
Steve Floyd's around your weight, lad, isn't he? But
Bit
maybe
lighter.
a bit lighter.
But
you can box Floyd,
no, he was good. And a good lad as well.
Yeah.
Steve Floyd, obviously Marcel. He was in a pro class, Byron
Abreu.
Yeah.
Was Gennady there at the time?
Gennady. And Femi.
Yeah, Femi Aziz.
Yeah. So, but I didn't know none of these. I just walked in the gym and doing our work and stuff. And it was good work, good training. No sparring because there was no one really
at each other's weight. And
no, the gaps are too big.
Yeah.
Like not even one weight, like 2 and 3 weights, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So didn't spar. And one day I've walked in and I'm getting my shoes on, my boots, and someone just walked in, lad, and goes, got a lad here who wants some sparring. Have you got any sparring, Wayne? He goes, what weight are you? He goes, middleweight. So Wayne just goes, yeah, do you need to get your gloves on your sparring, lad? So I was like, just got out of bed, I'm like, sound. Blah, blah. Where's he training? He goes, oh, he's a pro. 3-0 or 3 or 4-0. And I just remember thinking, fucking hell.
Shit.
This early in the morning. So, but I say this early in the morning, lad, it was 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
I was a lazy bastard at
yeah.
the time. And sparring, comfy, lad. Comfy. No, it was. I'm not gonna.
I know.
Not saying, you know,
Yeah,
this or
but
that.
bearing in mind, have you had an amateur bout at this
Never
point?
boxed.
So that's what I'm saying. You're unboxed and you're sparring kids 3-0. You must be natural, Junior, because I've been around boxing and that's not like, you know, standard normal thing. If you've never boxed, lad, if you're in with pros who are 3-0, you're getting your head punched in, lad.
Yeah, but I've done stuff. I can control distance. I could always punch. I'm a good athlete.
Yeah.
And I've got no, like, I'll take me licks, I don't care. I won't go under.
Yeah.
I won't go under. You won't overwhelm me. Do you know what I mean? When I'm fit. When I'm not fit. Different story. So, I just know I've always got half a chance. If I'm fit, I know I've got half a chance. And I'm not just saying this, that's with absolutely anyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm fit, I've got half a chance at all levels. That's going to sound mad, lad.
No, I know what you're saying.
But that's what I believe.
Yeah.
That's genuinely, hand on my heart, that's what I believe. If I'm fit, I'm a hard night's work for anyone. I just know that. So, just off my own attributes, I know that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it might not go my way, but I will never go under and it won't be comfy.
Yeah.
For someone else, do you know what I mean? So, I done that spar. Wayne's like, he goes, you really have got something? So I was like, sound, bang. Got you to fight in Envy. And I just remember thinking, finally.
It's been a dance floor for many a night, that place, lad.
Yeah, it was a different type of dance floor this time. So I get there, first fight, can't remember the boy's name.
Where did he box, you know?
Pardon?
Where did he box for?
He was from like St. Helens or...
Yeah, he was from out of town.
Yeah, Whittle, somewhere like that. So he comes in, and I'll never forget, Wayne, I'm walking over and he goes, listen, he went, this could be the start, something special for you, I've got a feeling. That's what he said, lad, I swear to God. That's what he said, right there. This could be the start of something special for you, I've got a feeling. So I remember thinking, yeah. And I'm walking to the ring. I'm fired up now, bro. So I'm walking to the ring. And I don't know why I get this, but I get it all the time. I step up them ropes and I think, what are you doing, lad? I do.
Yeah.
I step on them stairs every time. Even in sparring I do it. But I can just remember my first boxing match. Step up, I'm thinking, what are you doing here, lad?
You shouldn't be doing this.
Get in the ropes, lad. and it's just me and my man standing there and the ref, and I'm looking around and it's chocker, lad. And I just remember thinking, have you made the right decision here? That's what I was thinking. Have you made the right decision here, lad? So I'm blah, 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 bang, as soon as they bim, 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 that's gone. And I'm just in the zone, lad, and boxed really, really well. The fight should have got stopped, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've got the videos on, and you'll see. If for an amateur fight, that fight should have been stopped.
Yeah.
And then after that fight, Wayne goes, "Do you want to go in the
under 10s, the novices?
The novices, that's it, the novices." So I was like, "When is it?" My first fight's in May. He goes, "It's no, my first fight was in June."
It's in September, I think, the novices or something like that.
It was in September, yeah. So I'm like, "Go ahead." So I had a month off because I was asked to go back to work. So then the novices would come, and I got to the competition, and for the Merseyside and Cheshire, I was the only. There was me and someone else who trained in the Rydal that I've sparred so many times, and that's the Merseyside and Cheshire final.
And that's it. Then you're on to the nationals. If you box there.
Once you win that one, you've won the Merseyside and Cheshire.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So, but when I got to the weigh-in, they were like, "Oh, Wayne was like, he's done taekwondo," so they go, "He's gonna have to go into the under-20s then." So Wayne was like, he's had one boxing match, one bout. He was like, "Yeah, but his previous experience, he's gonna have to do the under-20s." So Wayne went, "But it's a different sport." I remember standing there. He was like, "That's like saying,
play tennis.
Football's with your feet, so's taekwondo. Basketball's with your hands, so's boxing." That's what he said. He went, "Are you telling me they're the same sport?" And they were like, "That's just the rules." So I'm in the under-20s. Bear in mind, lad.
One fight in the under-20s, lad.
But lad, that, like,
the deep end, lad.
They were quite experienced, and
they are.
Yeah. So I've done. I had the first one was obviously the fucking Merseyside and Cheshire final. My first bout, and it went well, lad. I won that one. But it was against someone I knew, so it was different. Do you know what I mean? When you know someone, you know
them. It takes the edge away. It takes the competitive edge away.
It did for me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
it felt like a spar without the head guard on for me, because I know him.
Yeah,
I like when I'm normally fighting. It's gonna sound mad, lad, but if I get a chance, lad, I'm gonna take your head clean off. But when I was in that Merseyside and Cheshire final, I didn't want to because I know him. Like,
yeah, you know,
I like him a lot.
Yeah, you just bang, bang, bang. You just put him on the end of the shot, yeah.
So then from there, I went and done all the. I think it was I went to Coventry after that, and they phoned and said you should pull your man out. So Wayne goes, "Why?" And he goes, "He stopped his last 10 out of 11. This kid." So Wayne goes, "Right, okay. Let me phone his dad." Phone me dad. Wayne goes, "Look, I'm going to pull him out because this kid's really good. He won the tournament last year and he's put his last 10 out of 11 away." So my dad goes, "Nah, just put him in, don't tell him." So my dad said, "Just put him in, but don't tell him." So I remember walking to the ring, right? It was in Birmingham. And I remember getting in the ring, right? And I didn't know none of that information. I'm just getting in the ring to go and
box.
Yeah, it should be me. And I've got in, and I can remember the referee, and they were all like, it was like very, very, very hostile in there. Big fucking black guys with chains like this, gold teeth. And I remember hearing one line, lad, "He don't want it, knife. He don't want it." And I remember thinking, don't I? The bell started. This is gospel, lad. He's come at me, and I remember he just threw a 1-2 straight away. And I mean, in the first 5 seconds, come straight at me a 1-2, and I've slipped back and went bang, flat on his ass. Flat on his ass. And I remember don't know why, lad, my adrenaline was pounding. I remember walking around the whole ring, looking around at the crowd, just walking around, looking at them all. And that fight after that was quite comfy. But after it,
was that stoppage outright there and then?
No, because it carried on.
Oh yeah, he got up.
But yeah, he didn't really come at me after that.
Yeah, because it was different then.
He made his own mistake.
Courses, yeah.
He comes charged at me. what else was I going to do? Just moved out the way, left hand, straight down, flat on his ass. And I'm talking in 6 seconds. And after that, he didn't really... The brakes were on. Do you know what I mean? So then we went up to... was it York? And this guy was fucking about 6'3".
Could I just say beforehand,
Of course.
at the end of this bout, did you find out that kid was fucking...
Yeah, Wayne
stopped
told me.
everyone? And now, how do you feel?
I can do anything now. Like, this tournament's mine.
Yeah.
It's mine to lose. If the winner's out, this is mine to lose. That's how I felt. But I remember Wayne saying to me at the end, he was like, listen, he was like, oh, I'm really proud of you there. You made quite easy work out of him and he won it last year. So I was like, fuck off him. He was like, yeah. And he goes, he's knocked out his last 10 out of 11. I went, him? and Wayne was like, yeah. So Wayne goes, Carl, Wayne's brother goes, lad, we were going to pull you out. So I've gone, what? And he goes, Wayne went, I had to phone your dad. My dad was standing there and he goes, I had to phone your dad and say, look, we've had information, we're going to pull him out for his own safety. And your dad went, nah, just throw him in and don't tell him. So I've looked at my dad and my dad went, I knew we were going to beat you. So I was like, fair. So I'm driving home now from Birmingham or Coventry thinking, if he's the best this tournament's got to offer, I'm going to win this. That's what I remember thinking. So then we go to it's every Saturday. And me like an idiot, shouldn't say this, but so what, lad? Me like an idiot I was celebrating me wins, bro. Like I'm talking straight to Red Door. Straight, Saturday, drive home, went home, got dressed, straight to Red Door. So then every Monday, I'm fucked in the gym. And I mean, I'm fucked. This was the whole 6 weeks because I'm trying to deal with this success. I'm not accustomed. I've never boxed. So I'm just like, what? I'm fucking loving this.
Instead of going home and having a pizza and getting your head down or something and going, let's go again next week.
Yeah, have a KFC burger as your treat and go to bed.
Yeah,
I'm out.
That's you.
I'm out, bro. So,
you're telling all the girl you're a champion in the Red Door, man.
I'm going, who's 12 stone and under? I've got some rounds for you, yeah. So, yeah, every Monday, lad, I'm going in fucked. Bear in mind, I've got no boxing experience. Do you know what I mean? So, I know that's not going to sound good, but...
It's the truth of what happened.
That is really what happened. Come Saturday, I'm ready to fight. Because I didn't have to lose weight. Because I was fighting at 75 and I walked around at the time about 73. So I didn't have to lose weight. So I'm just going in. Do you know what I mean? And I just remember weighing in, seeing this kid, must have been about 6'4", lad. And he was a England MMA champion or some shit like that. And I was quite late in the day. So Wayne goes, we'll go and watch the match for a bit. So I've gone. Walked out the venue, watched the match, come back. And lad, there was about 6 fights that didn't happen.
So you're on early now?
Bro, I'm next. I've walked in, I've just ate. And I'm looking, and there was a heavyweight before me called Delicious. I think he's doing well in his career now, but he's boxing before. And because I seen him in a tournament before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In the round before, and he was boxing, because I remember thinking, fucking hell, you don't hear that name all the time.
Yeah, Delicious. Yeah,
Delicious.
He stood out.
Yeah, of course. So I'm watching him box, and I'm thinking, I'm sure I'm after him. So I've gone and looked at the thing. Lo and behold, lad, I'm next. And so I've gone running over. I've got, what round's that? He goes, round 2.
You need to get changed, lad. You need to warm up.
Bolted to the back. As I'm getting my stuff, I see the lad I'm fighting is sweating, pouring with like training. Like my man's doing a bit already. So I've just got changed, got my groin guard on, got my vest on, got my wraps on, got my gloves on, and just walked straight to the ring. I didn't even warm up. Didn't warm up. I tell a lie. I'm getting my stuff on, and I can hear them shouting my name. Report to ring 2. So I'm fucking time. Tell them I'll be there now. Tie my boots, and I'm jogging over to the ring now, and I can see him in the ring already. Because I seen him before warming up, so I'm jogging to the ring, jumped in. Lad, on my life, I didn't warm up. I did not warm up. So I've come out, and I lost round 1, definitely. 100% I lost round 1. So I remember sitting down thinking, so there's only 3 rounds, I've got to win both of these 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Round 2, I definitely won round 2 because I just come out like an house on fire, didn't stop punching for the whole time, the whole 3 minutes. Sat down. Now I'm talking, I am absolutely spent.
Yeah. Because the adrenaline and everything,
the adrenaline,
it's different, lad, innit?
I've literally just ate.
Yeah, you've got, yeah.
I didn't warm up and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm fucked. So I've got up. Round 3, bam, 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 bam. And fucking, he didn't come at me once. So I just stood there picking him off. And then the last minute, he knows he's losing. He's come at me. Too late then, lad. My feet are too good. See you later.
Yeah, you're alive now. Boom,
yeah,
bang,
I'm warm now,
bang,
yeah.
Boom, bang. You're just turning them off and smacking them up.
Yeah, last minute. I knew I'd won. And I know my feet are far better than anyone I've ever been in the ring with. That's not even a lie. To this day, nobody...
You get you out of trouble as well.
Good footwork.
Controls the fight.
Yeah. My dad always used to say in the gym, good footwork will get you out of trouble and bad footwork will get you into trouble. I've got better feet than anyone ever, and that's not a joke, anyone I've ever been in the ring in. So I know that minute, when I heard the Wayne goes, 1 minute, see you later, lad. That's the fight over. And it is.
Yeah, you're off,
that's the fight over, lad. That's the fight over. You're getting picked off and I'm gone. So I remember walking over to my dad and going, did I win that? And my dad went, close. So I'm like, fucking hell. But in my head, I know I won round 2, I know I lost round 1, and I was winning round 3. It just obviously... Yeah,
you just got on the bike for a little bit, yeah.
So there was another guy next to my dad, and they were in the round before as well, and they were from like London or somewhere. So I've said to my dad that I won, and my dad goes, it's close. And they go, you definitely won. So I was like, okay. So, but it's when they're announcing it, it's still fucking...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it was a unanimous decision. So I'm thinking, fucking hell. Got away with that one a little bit.
Yeah, but it felt perfect for you at the same time.
Yeah, but I went about it just so wrong. So then in the semi-final, boxed in Liverpool against the Southpaw. And that was probably the most nervous I'd been in all the tournaments, and it was the easiest fight. It was just... I enjoy sparring Southpaws.
Yeah.
It's my world, lad.
Yeah, you're the Southpaw, aren't you?
Yeah, it's my world. And then the final was against a guy from the army, lad. And I remember the first round was very, very easy. The second round was very, very easy. And the third round I got beat up. Got beat up, lad, for the third round. But I knew, with amateur fights, you only got to win 2 rounds.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did. I won the first and second, and the third round, lad.
What was he just slamming you?
Just too fit. Too fit, lad. I was out on Saturday. He was, like, give him his due, he was fit and strong and come to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And that third round, lad.
Come to win.
Lad,
what were you doing? Just catching, covering, rolling, ducking?
Everything. Everything, lad. The round felt about 7 minutes long, lad.
Yeah. You just want to get out of there.
Yeah. But I knew I'd won the first 2 rounds, you know, so I had that in my back pocket as I'm moving, thinking, don't really have to fucking, you know,
do anything yet. All I've got to do is pedal.
Just don't get beat, just don't go down or get knocked out and you've won. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I was exhausted, and it was after that day, I remember thinking, right, if you're gonna do it, this is not footy where you can walk around for 15 minutes. You're fighting.
Yeah, you've got to be on it.
So that's when I knocked all of that, the shit off, the
drinking and the partying and that.
Yeah, the bad food even.
Yeah.
I went vegan after that, or vegetarian. Went vegetarian.
Did you win the fight?
Yeah, won it.
You won the under-20s?
Won the under-20s,
The nationals?
Yeah, 6 fights. It's my old name. I know. Nice one, bro.
Well done with it.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster of a ride. 6 weeks or 5 weeks, whatever it was.
It's very, very, very hard to win the nationals because you need an element of luck on your side, because there's cuts involved, there can be injuries, as you said, you know, bad decisions. Did you make it on time? What's the weight? There's loads that comes into that tournament, isn't there?
You know what's funny? People say it's very hard to win it, but I've got no experience of it being very hard. Not without sounding like a tit.
Yeah.
Most of the fights, barring the fight in York against that tall kid.
Yeah. I've seen so many kids in my time where I've been around boxing, it's like, lad, he's destined to win it. Like, you can't really think of anyone who's going to beat him at that weight, and he doesn't win it because something happened. Do you know what I mean? He got cut, or
that's
this happened, true. Or like you see it and you go to yourself, how the fuck he didn't win that?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like that kid who you never thought would win it, get it, or That's boxing, lad, isn't
It
it?
is boxing, and I know a few lads, as you say there, who are doing well in the tournament, and I'm following a journey through it, and then it's like, oh, I had to pull out, got a bad hand, or got a nick. But to be fair, I've got good hands.
Yeah.
Touch wood, I've had no problems with my hands, and the most important one, as I said there, touching my footwork.
It's your feet.
I don't get it. Not in them 3-minute rounds. A 3-round fight, I didn't get a mark. I didn't have a mark. Not being a tip, but
No,
that's
it's just, yeah.
I pride myself on my footwork.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I'm thinking about it now. I didn't have a bump, a mark, a red mark, a cut. I didn't have nothing. But that's not down to fucking how. I've got good feet.
Yeah,
so I'm
you were
in
getting
and
out
I'm
the way,
out.
boom.
I'm in and I'm out. A lot of people, I watch a lot of the amateurs, and they're fighting for 9 minutes. They're just scrapping for 9 minutes. I'm not.
Yeah, you're in and out, in and out, running around.
Yeah, doing what I need to do. If I need to fight, I'll come and fight you. If I don't need to fight, I'm off.
Yeah, see you later. There's no point.
Don't make it something it's not.
Yeah, it's a point scoring game at the end of the day, and can I score more points than you in that period of time?
Yeah, and that's one thing I understood straight away going into amateur boxing, probably because I started in Taekwondo, and Taekwondo's the same thing. It's a point scoring. You're not there to knock people out. Them amateur gloves, yeah, you might stop people, but lad, they're about that thick off your hand, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I don't even try to knock people out.
Yeah, you just bomb. See you later.
Ping, see you later. Ping, see you later. Do you know what I mean? And that, I think, in the amateur thing,
that's where people get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
trying to bang each other.
I'm watching them and like this, fucking rolling and whack. That's not, I'm just dead loose, just bang, bang, move away, bang, end of the round, my round. Stand up again, bang, whack, bang, move around, bang, end of the round, sit down. I'm not trying to hurt no one.
Yeah.
And because I'm not trying to hurt no one, I'm not there to get it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what helped me.
And that's how you create the opportunities to hurt people. When when you're not trying to look for it, that's when they present themselves.
But again, as I say, I watch a lot of amateur bouts and they're trying to hurt people, and I'm just thinking, it's not the game. That's not the aim of the game. Follow the rules and you'll be successful. That's all I did, lad. I followed the rules. Hit, don't get hit. Didn't try to stop anyone. Didn't try to walk anyone down. Didn't try and go to the body and hunt anyone down. It's not that game. It's too fast to do all that.
Yeah, it is.
What all that stuff? That's pro. That's a 45-minute fight.
Yeah, the other stuff. It's a fast-paced, high-end fight, and
this is 9 minutes. This is a sprint, lad. You know what I mean? Like, just get the work in and go out. Get in, bam, step out. That's all I did.
You were successful, weren't you?
I'm not saying I won every round, because I never.
No, but you done what you had to do, and you
I
won the fight.
won more rounds than I lost, and that's how I was hedging my bets. Win more rounds than I lose. You can't win every round. It's impossible.
No, you won't win every round. It's the nature of the sport.
Yeah, of course. So that was my main aim going into the fights.
When did the call come to leave Golden Gloves, Wayne Smith, and make the transition to turning professional and choosing D-Tagger, be your coach?
Again, lad, fucking right place, right time, stumbled across it, whatever you want to call it. So I remember we played when was it? We played Cardiff Met away, and for Bala.
So while you're doing all this, are you still playing football at the time?
Yeah. I just had 5 Saturdays off to go and box. I know, lad. I was still playing football every week. Or like say we had like a Friday game.
Yeah.
So the Welsh Premier's like Friday, Saturday or Sunday. I'd just play Friday and then go to sleep, get up and I'd go and fight. Or if it was on a Sunday, I just, to be fair, none of them were on a Sunday, but I would have just played footy, didn't go out, and then I went and fought went and played footy on a Sunday. But I just took them 5 weeks off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unpaid. So I could box. But after the tournament, when I'd won it, I was straight back to playing football, and we played Cardiff Met away, and I was on the bench because obviously I haven't been for ages. And Tom will get warm, so I'm getting warm. Come on, he goes, come on, left of a 3, up front. So like sound, lad. I ran up, ran down, and I remember I've come to the midfield, I was like, yeah, and I've opened out, and as soon as I opened out, I don't even know how I didn't see him. I got whacked, and I started trying to run, and I was like, wow, that's killing me, that. I'd only been on about 4 minutes, and I just went down, straightened my leg out and that, and the physio comes over, blah, 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 he was like, you need to go to the hospital. So I'm in Cardiff, lad, it's the Cardiff night, it was our Christmas night out in Cardiff that night, and I'm on the way to this friggin' physio room in the back, and they phoned through and he was like, it's going to be an hour. I went, swerve it, I'm not going. He's like, you're better off getting that checked out, you know. So I was like, I'm not going, I can't be arsed. It's the Christmas night out. So game finishes, Christmas night out. I'm not drinking anyway. So I'm walking, and lad, I think we were walking to somewhere called Prism or somewhere, and I just remember walking, and the pain in my ear down the outside was that bad. I remember saying, boys, I'm gonna have to put my arm over you and hop here like you asked me with crutches. I'd done that the whole night. Got up the next day, drove home, I went to Royal, I ruptured my calf, lad. Ruptured my calf. So then they put me on like these crutches and like this boot thing, and they were like, don't do nothing for 6 weeks. And I've had me 6 weeks off, and probably like 8 weeks later, I've gone back to the boxing gym. So I've gone to Wayne, I'm back. My legs healed, I'm ready to fight again. But I know the ABAs is in March. This is like the start of January time. So I've like, can you put me in the ABAs? Like, just put me straight in. I've just won an officers. Obviously I had a little bit of a setback, but I'll be fit by March. Do you know what I mean? In my head. Wayne goes, you've been out the gym too long, I'm going to put Harry in. One of my teammates. Harry was very good, by the way. Very, very good. So I've gone, what do you mean you're going to put Harry in? So I was like, he was like, Harry's been training hard. You know, I'm going to put him in. So I'm thinking, I've just won the fucking nationals. Put me in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, lad, I know what you're saying, but he's like, I know what
he's looking after. Yeah, obviously,
where he's going. He's saying, of course,
yeah. And don't get me wrong, Harry's very good. Like, Harry won the under 75 kilos nationals the year after me. That's how good he is. And I went to every fight. He won it easy. Like, he's very good. But I didn't care.
Yeah.
I wanted to go.
You wanted to box.
Yeah. So I said to Wayne, I went, put us both in it. If we fight in the final, we fight in the final. That's no problem to me. I've sparred him. He sparred me. He knows what I'm about. I know what he's about. May the best man win. Wayne goes, no, I can't do it. He went, I wouldn't be able to coach any of you, and I wouldn't let no one else coach us. So I'm absolutely fuming. So I know I'm not going in it now. So I went, so fuck it then. And I had about 2 weeks off, and there was no gyms around by me. And at this point now, I'm accustomed to this boxing game. I'm like, I'm just getting warm. Do you know what I mean? So I went up to Carbon just to hit the bags and that.
Do you have my make off?
Yeah, it's only around the corner. So, and there's you could tell me, lad, is there anywhere else close by mine? No gyms. So I've gone in, and I don't know, like, it's just me, lad. I've gone in, and he goes, it was a Wednesday. It's sparring day. It's pretty full contact. So I've gone, this is Colin. So I've gone, yeah, that's sound. So he goes,
that's Colin Heron, isn't it?
Colin Heron, yeah. She goes, no, look, he went, these lads are good. Like, this will be not far off professional level boxing. You know, they're in the boxing ring. I can see them all warming up and stuff. So I've gone, bear in mind, I don't know this guy. Do you know what I mean? I know
for anybody who's watching, he's coached Darren Till, Mark Scanlon. He's a serious coach,
top coach,
isn't he?
Top coach.
So, go on.
So, you know, he is a top coach, but I believe in myself wholeheartedly. These guys aren't going to give me any problems. That's in my head. So, he's like, it's not the right time. He's like, come back, come to the, you know, the beginners class. So I went, I've just won the novices, you know, the nationals. in boxing. He was like, but that's amateur boxing. So I'm thinking, just let me sink, man. Put me in and you'll see. That's my mentality.
Yeah.
If you come to me and you say this, that, the other, I'll put you in. I'll tell within the first minute if I need to control this or let him go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, by watching it, you know.
1 minute, I'll watch and I'll think, I'm going to have to control this here. Or I'm going to let this go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you know they're strong enough to roll their own, you say yeah. If not, you say listen, tone the power down a little bit, lad, or whatever.
There's things I could say to lads in my gym, and they'll understand the assignment. Like, turn the volume down a bit.
Yeah, ease off and that.
Yeah.
Or you can control it where you can say you can only throw 2 shots, you can throw whatever you want and that. Anything after.
And then you get him out the ring and you go, look, lad, come back on whenever, and he goes, yeah, you're right. Do you know what I mean? But that weren't the case. Let me sink or swim. Just put me in.
Did he put you in?
No, told me to go away. So
Did he?
I've left the gym. No, he didn't say go away.
But in
he just said, look,
he said, listen, it's not happening.
I can't let you spar. I've never seen you. Come to the amateur class and we'll go from there. So I'm walking out the gym and I'm walking around thinking, where can I go? I know Aspire's round Old Swan. So I went to Aspire.
The Rocket there.
The Rocket, yeah, Dean and Aaron. And I've walked in, treated me like family, lad. Boss. I mean boss. Everyone in there was absolutely spot on.
I've recently had Liam McCracken on.
Yeah.
God bless Liam.
No,
God love him soon, but
yeah. I don't know him personally, but it's a small industry, lad. So fucking God love him, lad. I hope he's recovering properly. But I've gone into Aspire, and I just said I want to train. Basically, what you want to do? This is Dean. What you want to do? So I'm like, I wanted to box, but I'm not going the ABAs, and I'm half a bit fuming. Like, so I went there, trained a bit, and it was boss, really good. And then I bumped into D, and D used to coach in the Rydal. So
strange, isn't it?
Lad, the world works in funny ways, lad. D used to coach in the Rydal. So but at this time, lad, I'm into the MMA now.
And what's D doing? Is he a striking coach in there or something?
Boxer, former professional boxer in the Rydal.
Yeah. Oh, so he's boxing there at that time now.
He just transitioned from being a professional fighter from the gym to being a coach.
Right. Okay.
So by this time, I was enjoying the MMA. Like, I was enjoying going to the Aspire gym. It was boss. All the lads were boss. And then I just bumped into D. I don't know where it was, lad. I was in a park or Sefton Park or Lark Lane. Bumped into him anyway. What you up to? I'm training Aspire, blah blah, whatever. But I had his number anyway.
So you knew D from the time when you were in the Rydal?
Yeah.
That's how you know.
That's how I knew.
I'm on it now, right? I'm piecing it together.
Yeah, slowly but surely, lad. Bear with me, lad.
Yeah, no, I'm with it. Yeah, so he's like, hello, lad, how you going? What are you doing?
Yeah. What's the crack,
yeah. Oh, I'm just down in fucking Aspire. Wait, how's that?
Yeah,
you're not boxing for the Golden Gloves no more?
Yeah, exactly that. So I said to him, how come you down here? Because obviously I know he lived by the gym in Stanley Street. So he's like, I've parted ways with the gym, and I'm living on Lark Lane. So I was like, oh fucking hell, it's right, lad, what you up to? He's like, getting by, lad, just, you know, as we all do. A week goes by, lad, I'm in the Aspire training, and I remember thinking, like, I like MMA, do you know what I mean? I started in martial arts, I've done all the groundwork and stuff, but I like striking. I'm a striker at heart, lad. I don't like grappling's alright, but I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's striking. It's different.
Yeah, I just don't enjoy the grappling. So I said to D, do you mind, give me a few PTs in my gym? Because I had the gym on by the clock, Picton clock. She was like, yes, yeah, I said, lad, I'll pay you and that. A few quid for you. She lets me hit a few pads because the grappling's good, but there was no pad work because obviously they're training for fights. So he's come in and I'm just doing a few pads in the gym and stuff, and he's like, do you want to do a spar? Because why not? Should have a little spar. And I've gone and sparred up in Fazakli, one of the lads, and it was comfy again, lad. And Dee was like, why don't you just turn pro with me? So I was like, do you reckon? He was like, oh no, he didn't, I'm telling a lie, go back. We applied for the ABAs.
I was about to say, am I right in saying it must have been a bitter pill to swallow, but you missed out on the ABAs because you weren't affiliated with an amateur boxing gym?
Well, so we were actually going to go under the gloves. Obviously that didn't work, and then we were going to go under the solly. And by the time we applied, they said, "Oh, you've got to register your name in November." This was like February. It starts in March, so I've missed it. So went down, watched it, and that, and then he just said to me, "Do you want to just turn pro?" So I was like, "Can I do that?" And he was like, "Of course." So I turned pro. Went and done all my sparring, and
is that to have an assessment? Did they assess you when you're sparring?
For the license?
Pro, yeah.
Nah, lad.
No,
that was just for myself.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know I could handle myself still.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I was doing all sparring, and I was only sparring pros.
Where were you and Dee training?
In my gym.
Did you have your own gym?
I had my own gym. It's taekwondo, innit?
Yeah.
But downstairs I had a boxing ring.
Right, okay.
That's where we trained for like 4 years.
In the gym?
Lad, I'm not joking, it's not much bigger than this.
Yeah, but it's all you need.
Boxing, we had a boxing ring, a really small boxing ring, one bag, one speedball, and a rope. That's all I had. And a floor to ceiling ball. That's all I had, lad, and that was all I needed. And we were successful from there. That's going well. So yeah, I turned pro, had my first fight, and the fight fell through in the September. So me, I'm going, joke all this. And Dee made a phone call to someone, I won't say who, from Ireland, and within 20 days I was boxing on my debut. Was on the MTK show, went to the Olympia. So that was headlined by Rocky Fielding.
Yeah.
So it's mad because I've never boxed in my life, and my debut on the card was Teddy Flanagan,
Teddy Turbo,
Rocky Fielding,
just a few of the small names, yeah,
and Natasha Jonas.
Yeah, and there's you. And
I'm boxing. I was the fight before Natasha, so I've come out
in the Olympia.
Nice
venue, innit, lad?
I remember unreal. I remember walking to the inside and seeing them on the ring, that MTK sign, and I was like, fucking hell. I only watched this on the telly, lad.
You know it's the good gear, lad, innit?
Yeah. So I'm like, what? So they come in, you see the list, you're first. So I'm like, sound. Getting ready. I'm weighed in. I weighed in at 11.5. 11 stone 5. I don't know what that is in kilos. Not sure, lad.
70 kilos or something.
72, I think.
Yeah.
About 72. My opponent comes in 11.10, which is about 74 and a half. Or 74 maybe, I know, I'm not sure. But the fight was at 11.10 anyway. I don't know how I came in at 11.5, just nerves.
Yeah,
probably.
you were just like, yeah.
So I've got in the ring, my debut, blah, blah. And I remember taking my vest off, lad, and I know you haven't got a top on, but I felt like naked, like weird, lad. And I remember thinking, wow, this is mad,
totally
this.
Get it.
Yeah. The light seemed hotter.
Yeah, everything's different when there's no shirt.
Yeah, he's got his top off and that. And
skin on skin as well, when you're in there and that.
It's real as it comes,
that
lad.
Different, yeah.
It's as professional boxing. You watch it on the telly, yeah, it's real, lad. I got in there and I was like, what is this? Like, this is barbaric. That's what it felt like, lad. Like, fight to the death. I don't know why, because I've had that much about it, I've had taekwondo about, whatever. This felt like a fight to the death, barbaric, top off kind of feel. Do you know what I mean? The gloves are tiny. I'm doing that, and I can feel my knuckles, all 4 knuckles on each hand. That's how tiny the gloves are. So the fight started, and he's coming towards me, and I just started the way I always start. Just hit, move, and he started moving forward faster and faster. So I had to start punching harder, but I could feel the punches really going in. And I remember moving to my left, and then I moved again, and he'd done a double jab. And I remember as soon as the first one came out, I moved out the way and punched at the same time as his second jab. And I remember the punch went past his eye. Like, it didn't hit him, it went past him like that. But then straight away, I just seen blood come down his face. Straight away. And for the rest of the round, I didn't throw anything else. I just kept throwing left hand, left hook, left hand. And I remember the round finished, first round, sat down. And I remember the referee comes over and he goes, punch was caused by a cut, lads. Cut was caused by a punch, lads, because obviously if it was a headbutt.
Yeah.
So I remember D going, I know it was, I seen it right down the line. And then I'm nosy. So I'm watching him walk over and I seen their coach look back at me because I'm like this. I'm listening to D, but I'm like that. And I just remember the coach turn around to the ref and go,
no.
And the ref turned back and I remember waving him and I remember thinking, thank God that's over. One round, stood up, went and seen him, and lad, it didn't seem that bad when I was fighting with him.
Yeah.
But when I come back over, his eyelid was over his eye like that.
Yeah, because it can close in a short period of time.
It was bad, lad. Just his whole eyelid. I remember going back in the dressing room, coming out, and I'd gone from that feeling of thank God that's over. Gone in, got a shower, got changed, come out.
Can't wait to do that again.
I wanted to fight next week. And that's it, lad. I've been like that ever since, bro.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
You and D seem to have a good relationship.
Yeah.
I seen a little interview of the two of you together, and he called you the Mad Scouse Jamaican, and I think, and he called himself the Mad Irishman and whatever. He referenced to himself, and I thought, they've got a good little bond and a good relationship. And I noted you said like he's the closest thing as a coach you've got in terms of stylistically, like your dad.
Yeah, he
like
is.
There's nothing that you do that doesn't have meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Everything you drill, there's a meaning for everything you do. I think that's important.
It's very important because
you can train hard but senseless, but training logically and training hard, it has impact on it.
Well, training hard with no direction is damaging. Do you know what I mean? I know training as well as anyone. Training hard with no direction is there's no point. There's got to be a goal in mind for the training that you're doing. Does that make sense?
Definitely, yeah.
I just think, and maybe I am wrong, I don't know, but for me, that works for me.
What's going through the mind of Junior Thompson when he's walking towards a boxing ring?
What are you doing? It sounds mad, lad. Honest to God, I walk to the ring. It's a conflict of thoughts, really, because I walk to the ring and I'm so confident I'm going to win. I physically can't see how I'm going to lose. I'm not even just saying it. I can't see how I'm going to lose. When I get onto them steps, I have this flash of doubt and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I get in the ring. And when I see that person facing me, it's gone again. I just think, how can you beat me? That's honest to God how I think all the time. That is, and it's not me being like, I just look over and I just think, you haven't got enough to beat me. That's the God's honest truth. And then once the bell starts, I always start fast.
Where do you think your mindset comes from?
My dad. My dad put that into me as a kid, and I lost that. From 18 to about 22, I lost it, and I don't know why. Maybe because the environment changed. I had no guidance. I was in an environment I wasn't familiar with, but it definitely, obviously, comes from my dad instilling it in the martial arts from the start, lad.
Got a few good ones for you now.
Go on, man.
Well, I think these are good ones. These are my best material. Let's
hear it, lad. Come on. Let's hear this.
If you could only do one thing out of all your talent, and you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, or you could only be very successful with one thing, what would it be and why?
Music. It makes me feel a feeling. Sport doesn't make me feel.
Yeah.
I get there's a feeling I get out of music that I don't feel it nowhere else, lad. Honestly, it's just it's as you said there, it's like a euphoric feeling, lad. After I sing, I feel better.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's from the soul.
Yeah, it's a form of self-expression. Boxing is as well, and football not so much. But once I sing, honest to God, I feel better. Like, feel better now.
It's therapy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I don't think football and boxing don't bring me that kind of
that same release.
No.
I understand that. I really understand that. During this podcast, one thing I've noticed is how you conduct yourself and you talk with conviction and confidence, and I can see that shining through.
Yeah.
Love that as well, by the way. I've never changed. Where does that come from?
I didn't even know I do that till you just said it. I'll be honest. Until you just said that, then I've never even thought of that. So
yeah, you can see what you're saying, you mean it.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
I do believe it.
And you talk clear and concise with conviction. Bang, you can see that what you say. It's not like, hey, well, I don't know what I'm gonna. You know what you want to do. You know what you, and I think that's definitely important because you've got direction.
Yeah, I guess so. But again, that's not me putting that on. That's just who I am. To be honest, lad.
Do you do anything to strengthen your mindset?
Nah. If I'm being honest, it's a constant battle, lad. It's a battle with myself every day. But I always win. But it is a battle. I'm not going to lie. Like I do every day. Every single day.
If you had a message to anyone out there chasing a dream or wanting to chase a dream, what would it be?
Be consistent, persistent, and don't let no one take you off what you're doing. Otherwise you will regret it.
Is there anything you've ever tried and failed at, like you've been bad at, or you find really difficult?
I'd go further. The only things I've ever been good at is combat sports and music. That's it. I'm not good at nothing else.
Not bad at the modelling.
I wouldn't say good either. That's the truth.
What do you like in the kitchen, lad? You do the dishes? Cook gone.
If I've got YouTube on, I can't, lad. If I've got YouTube on, but again, that's just me copying someone else, lad.
What motivates you?
Failure.
What inspires you? Who inspires you?
No one. Myself. No one. I've got no inspiration.
Do you have any idols?
No.
Not even your dad?
No.
That's insane. That's the first one I've ever asked person who've asked and they've said no, I'm like that. It's good.
No one inspires me, lad. Myself is the only drive I have is myself. And obviously now my daughter, but she's only just got here. Before that, it was always me.
You have a little girl, has that changed your outlook, your mindset?
It's made me appreciate everything I have more. Like I took a lot for granted. Like I know I'll go out of here and be thinking about this for about 2 weeks. Because no one's ever, I've never, as I said before, I've never done a podcast before. I've never actually sat and thought back about my life.
Thank you so much for sharing it with me, and I really appreciate
pleasure,
it,
lad.
brother.
Thanks for having me. But yeah, I've never, I'm very, very, I go again. So this is the first time I've ever sat and looked back at what I've done.
If you could do anything differently or change anything in your life this far, would you?
Yeah.
What would it be?
What we spoke about earlier, I would have done extras at football. Because it's a crime to go from winning player of the season, players player and managers player, and not making a career out of the game. That's a crime to me. That's a crime. How can that happen? How can you come in as the new kid, be so successful that you're players player and managers player in the first season, do well in the second season, and achieve the only person out of your team signs a professional contract, the only player out of your side, and you don't make a career out of the game? That's criminal, lad. And that is the regret I live with every day, lad. And that's what I would say.
That could be one of your drives, though.
It is. No, it is.
Motivate you.
No, but as I said before, when you asked me the question, it was a one-word answer.
Yeah.
Failure. That's my biggest fear.
And that can drive success. That'll drive your success.
Yeah, that's what drives my boxing success.
For you personally, what's your greatest achievement?
My little girl, lad. Easy. Do you mean after that? It's a hard one, lad. Not even not being like a tip, but I've got a few I'm proud of, lad. Yeah.
top couple, maybe.
Top few. I've got to say, the Method Man and Redman shows right up there, lad. Winning the novices on 5 fights with no experience and winning the Welsh FA Cup, I'd say. But then, like, the Europa League was boss as well, lad, but not a. We didn't win, so.
Have you got anything coming up that you'd like to talk about?
Nah, I'm sort of laying low, lad. I've got a lot of time on my hands at the minute. That's why, obviously, I've had time to get in.
Yeah.
I'm normally chocker, but there's a few things in the pipeline that I'm just trying to get sorted out, especially with boxing and stuff like that. So, as I say, I'm just laying low at the minute.
Is there anything we haven't touched on? Anything you want to talk about that we haven't touched on?
I think we've done,
We've hit it, haven't we?
We've done everything, lad. Yeah, we've gone to the moon and back there.
What does the future look like for Majestic Junior Thompson?
I really don't know, lad. It'll be successful or not, all I know.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know where and I don't know how. Just like I haven't my whole life, lad. But one thing I do know is it'll be successful.
Do you want to give us a little tune before you go?
Forgot all about that.
I made up you did as well, because it takes the pressure off and you wouldn't have flown the same or whatever.
Okay, fucking hell.
Okay. This is an exclusive, this as well, you know, and shake the mic.
I'm just trying to think what I'm going to sing, lad.
Sing whatever you want, brother. You've got all day. There's no pressure.
I'm more nervous now than I am for fights.
Gotta get in the zone, lad. Come on, give me a tune. Give me something, brother.
Right. My heart's pounding.
Good.
Okay. Time will bring the real end of us around. One day there'll be no remnants, no trace, no residual feelings within you. One day you won't remember me. And your face will be the reason I smile, but I will not see what I cannot have forever, 'cause I'll always love you. I hope you feel the same.
Jeez, man.
On the spot, lad.
Yes, lad. Thank you so much.
Nice one for having me, brother.
Thank you so much for coming on. Would you like to do a shout out to anybody before we go? Is there anyone you'd like to do a shout out? Is there any sponsors? Is there anyone you do anything for? Anybody who's helped you? Your family members? Anybody?
Yeah, obviously. I just want to shout out to everyone that, you know, supports and follows me, lad. There's actually too many to mention. Just touching on before, Jonathan starting with the modelling, D-Target starting with the boxing, my dad starting with the martial arts. You know, I've got too many to mention, lad. I just want to say to everyone, I'm just very grateful, and I'm blessed that so many people, you know, stick by me.
I just want to do a shout out to you, lad, and say well done for everything you've done. I want to say a massive thank you for you taking the time out to come on, because it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm proud to have had you on the show.
I appreciate it myself.
I want to say a shout out to everyone who follows us or watches the podcast. I'll do a little shout out to Morel Clothing. Thanks for sponsoring me, giving me my bits of clobber and that, keeping me looking fly for the podcast. Really appreciate that. And if you get the chance to give us a little follow, kick into us. Thanks very much. Until next time, peace out, guys.